see them run through Star Ladder, and I don't know. It does seem
win
a little,
Summit as well. So
yeah, it just seems like it's not entirely there yet.
no.
But this knife round certainly is. Slicing and dicing. Zoro has come out, and he does favor Ence.
Wasting no time. I like that. A little bit of a battle charge.
Now, how many kills are we going for in this game, Henry? Are you feeling like...
I feel like I've pinned myself out there now.
Yeah.
Someone else can.
Trace, that's you.
Jason looking directly into my eyes as he says that.
You never step up to the plate for the team.
What? Okay. I guess.
Trying to goad him into it. I like it.
Why is it like this? That's definitely not true, but you know what? You guys got any ideas? What should my wager be? We
Okay,
can't
Alu, CT side. Let's go with that.
Okay.
What about 20 kills for Alu, CT side of Inferno?
And then what happens?
You put the dress on.
20 kills CT side.
You can wear the tactical vest with it, too.
Yeah?
Make it a little bit more macho.
Yeah, okay. If I can wear the tactical vest, I'm in.
All right.
Cool. 20 kills for Alu, and I'll put on a
And the
fucking dress.
first half is all I'm saying.
Really,
Yeah,
not
20
happy,
kills.
really not happy about the bet you just made.
In the first half. Well, because I know what Alu's capable of, and he was hitting some bangers in the last map, right? So, well, this should be fun.
See what he can do.
20 kills, CT
Well,
side.
now that that's locked in, Alu, I do consider to be the best CT sniper in Inferno. So
Now Henry's got a bone in it. Finally.
see
Can't
what he
wait
can
to
do.
lady leg with the dress on. It's going to be nuts.
It's going to be so much fun. Well, let's have a look at the buys as they come in. Once again, Vitality, no utility, Jason. Like, in Inferno especially, that makes the B-bomb site almost a no-go for them, right?
You don't even really have the fallback plan of like
Yeah.
just a standard, you know,
You
smoke
have to
towards
pretty
spawn.
much you have to pretty much go A on this. I guess not necessarily, but like if you're looking at the rules of Counter-Strike, trying to plant without a smoking CT spawn is a bit of a nightmare. Even getting towards a bomb site is hellish against those USPs as they're rotating in.
It's got to be just a very, very aggressive strategy from Vitality with
It
this.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here
full
we are.
middle.
Already up mid, and they're just going to blow up on this. This is perfect, actually. You could see Ed's just... Alu's in full retreat at the moment. He's got bailed out. There's the first of 20 for Alu.
19 remaining.
Yes. That's true. Oh, great.
18.
Just get an ace, dude. Just
To get it over with.
20 in the first 5 rounds. Like, oh, okay, well, great. Thanks, dude.
Well, it looks like now 2 versus 1. Bomb not planted. They could go to B, I suppose, now. But they're both going to be towards A. Looks like the plant will come in momentarily. Very safe plant at that. Faking it out just to see if it baits out the reaction from the CT. And now he knows it's a fake. He's got even closer. It's actually helped him out somewhat.
He doesn't know where the second player is the big issue. Ooh! Maybe not. Maybe it's not an issue whatsoever.
That's a nice shot. Now he has the advantage. Done damage. It's a beautiful shot to close things out. Alu with 2. Sergey, they will finish it out in the clutch as well. No bomb planted there, Jason. They've at least got that bomb down and got their bonus cash. They've got nothing really from that.
It's one of those things where like it looks silly looking back on it that they didn't just plant the bomb,
Yeah.
right? But they just wanted to find out where he was. If he was coming from the flank, if they wanted to maybe bait him out halls and get a better plant, or just know where he was going into the post plant, and that's really unfortunate. It's just some beautiful shots from Sergey.
Great stuff. Force buy in response.
All SMGs.
Great.
So just Alex, who is the in-game leader, he'll be with Glock, no armor, and a smoke Molotov. So interesting that he's not kind of on with the same level as his teammates.
Rare Tech 9 sighting.
Indeed. MBK still true to the cause. Smokes towards Library and Arch. Going to focus towards the quad and see if they can break through and get that bomb planted this time.
Ariel playing this from the pit. He's going to start to mow them down as they walk right in the crossfire. Alu, thank God, only one so far. And that has worked out pretty well for Ence. They're able to retain 5 of these weapons. And for at least the side of Vitality, money not quite where they want it to be just yet. So I suspect some more pistols come out.
Yeah, full eco at this stage. Maybe a smoke from Alex, a flashbang to see if they can get the bomb down, considering he didn't invest as heavily. See if he's that way inclined. Didn't really get anything done there at all. Third and final map of our first semi-final here. Enter the upper hand. 3-0 start, looking very likely. Alex does indeed invest a little bit more. He goes for a deagle this time. No, he's got armor as well, so he could have joined his teammates just to know, like last round with the same sort of buy and not gone down so quickly, but I guess it wouldn't have made that much of a difference considering how the round went down.
Alu now.
All eyes trained on
Lots of kills
Yeah,
available.
listen, these anti-ecos, we're just going to stick in Alu's POV.
spam this Jalali. What, I think that's how it is, right?
I don't know.
Sorry, I know you're not really in tune with the Twitch chat.
No, I'm absolutely
I
not.
kind of consider myself
Connoisseur. of
One,
Twitch chat?
one of the people.
I'm like one of the people. I really do love each and every one of you, in one way or another. So
Going away from Ollie, which is a bit upsetting.
Yeah.
no, this is good news.
They can
Lexi
funnel
B.
him back, though. If he just gets one of these kills.
Maybe Alexi just drops that Molotov and they turn it right back around.
And he just mows all 5 down, and then
Yeah.
everyone's happy. Trace's expense per usual. So
Yeah. It's normally what happens.
all right. Well, they haven't done that. They've actually poised up for banana. And that Molotov does finally come out, but ultimately it's Zywoo that doesn't give a shit. He's ran right through it.
What the? There's a gap in that molly, I guess.
What a wild man.
X7 gonna try and hold the line. Now he's gonna be pinned down, and there's Sergey. That's a nice round from Ence. 3-0.
Go Alu.
Here we go, then. The upgrades. Not looking too good for Ence because they've got 4 SMGs, so they might want to throw one of them away. We'll see if they're that way inclined. There's an M4, so MP9 does get thrown.
They're going to give it Alu.
Hell yeah, they are.
Fantastic.
They actually dropped the weapon for him as well.
Fantastic.
Keep that money nice
wait.
and healthy.
Nope, nope. He's back on the ump.
Okay.
Either way, somehow. AWP coming out on the side of Zywoo, who had a red-hot overpass. Let's see if he can find some of that form here.
Maybe this is because of the SMGs, but they have 4 players at this B bomb site, and I'm wondering if maybe they want to do something really aggressive, like delayed when they've lured Vitality into banana a little bit more. You could see the nade usage being here, and you'd imagine these SMGs going to start pushing forward.
Molotov's going to force that player from Ence off
Oh,
of the tree.
RP is so done.
Ultimately, the flash is going to let Alexi B rain through them all. Grabs 2 before he's eventually traded out by Apex. All that pressure applied on Banana has been very fruitful thus far here on this first buy round for Vitality. 2 of those AKs already hitting the ground, and that'll give an option for Ence to pick them up too.
I don't even think Vitality saw the numbers either. Obviously,
Yeah.
if they knew that there was 4 players in banana, or even 3 players, they probably just
Leg it up.
pivot to the A bomb site and just go highly aggressive. The fact that they haven't made that response, they just didn't know how many players were there.
And that's to the credit of Ence, right? Like not giving away too much utility, not throwing 3 Molotovs, but you know, keeping it to a reasonable level so it's not easy for Vitality to make that kind of deduction.
They're going to do what they can out here on this A bomb site. Aerial with the first contact and the first frag for Ence. Sergey grabbing 1 as well, so it only leaves Alex left. And well, he's still alive. And
Plant's
Plant.
going to be super helpful. Ooh, Alu got a free AWP out of all this.
He did indeed.
That's very nice.
If he survives, though.
He's surviving. Oh, he's getting the
Just
skill.
ran right in there. Didn't get the kill. So
See, this
all's
would be great if the defuse just gave us 3 frags like it used to.
I smell food.
Yeah, it smells real good. Oh, it's just arrived. That's why.
Oh God!
Boss man's arrived at the food. Pause the game.
Can't tell.
Let's go.
Oh boy, it's Wingstop.
Oh,
Yikes! I'm gonna look.
Wings and ranch.
Gonna look a little bloated in that dress. I do fear.
Not quite ready for the prom this time.
Not quite ready for the
Oh, God.
Wingstop. What a blessing, first of all. Shout out BTS for having some of the
God bless it all.
loudest catering in the entire world.
And the pink starburst.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice, too. Also, some cheese puffs were hidden in the corner over there, so thanks for those as well.
There
Here
we
he
go.
comes, my boy!
There we are.
That's what we need. That's why he's considered the best Trace, as he racks them up.
He's got 5 now.
Enthusiasm shines through.
Perhaps he'll crater or something. Eliminating himself in the round. That would be rather
Ideal.
nice. Meanwhile, it's Vitality that want to pressure B by Vitality. I'm just talking about the 2 left alive this round. RPK and
Oh,
Apex.
wow.
What good damage.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage.
I have
on
no
that
idea,
XP.
but
Just learned that angle.
He's going to get it again, isn't he?
Oh, he's going to go for it.
Boy,
Alexia's learned, though.
them wings, man. Oh,
smell
really getting to me.
those vegan wings in.
Sorry, I only eat gluten-free vegan
Yeah.
hot wings.
It's all down to this. 2 on 5.
Yeah.
Oh. That gnarly fountain position is going to pay off as well.
Finally gets what he's looking for.
Yeah.
Well, that was good. Good overall for everyone involved.
So, T-side, we haven't seen much of Inferno from Vitality.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, we've been talking highly of their T side so far throughout the tournament, but on Inferno, it was their CT side that was pretty cool, right? Like with how they would regain banana control, you know, for mid rounds, etc., with the Molotov usage, that kind of a thing. That netted them a lot of rounds.
This map on the T side feels really constricted for Vitality. Like, they had a lot of really cool moves about going between the bomb sites, but this just feels like everywhere you go, they're locked out a little bit.
Yeah. Might need to start getting some opening frags to make the job a little bit easier. Right now, they've been going down early a lot.
They've been losing the banana battle on
Yeah.
the T side, haven't they?
Once they stray towards mid, there's Alu.
The things you can't unsee, Henry.
Absolutely. 5-0. Galil outs. RPK will be the unlucky one that has to wield that. 4 AKs. Ali still on the AWP. 2 fantastic shots to keep them in the lead in the previous round. As you can see at the top of your screen, 1 map apiece. Final map is Inferno. We are back to a traditional best-of-3 system here in the playoffs. It's Liquid and NRG who play next to decide who will be the upper finalists. Right now it's looking very good for Ence. Been a rough tournament for them so far. As long as you got to this stage, though, it didn't really matter. The top 4 teams were always going to be very competitive. Banana control gifted to the French. Looking good. Remember, 5 players together has been their calling card. And the big man's there. He'll take one down. Good nade as well as he gets the second.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe a third
That's
is on
what
the
I'm
card.
talking about.
That's really what we need here, Trace. That's exactly what we needed him to
I
do.
can almost see him in the dress already.
Yeah, it's a
Not
wonderful
that
thing.
It's something you haven't thought about, I'm sure, at some point in your life, Jason.
Never, just these last 10 minutes.
Okay. Brothers, of
But
course.
it's been a good 10 minutes.
It's been a very good 10 minutes.
Well, it's getting a little chilly in here.
It's on the shrink now.
Everything's starting to kind of shrivel.
Shrinkage.
And it's 8 kills for Alu. The magic number is 20. For
Here's the
BO3.
real thing about this bet that I think is really wrecking you, Trace. At least when Henry was getting close to the 40s, right? It was the second half. So there could have been, you know, less rounds. This is a definite 15 rounds of this half.
Yeah, but here's the thing is, like, first of all, if he does get to 20 within the first half, that's the bet, right?
Yep.
So then I'm wearing the dress for the second half.
No, you're wearing it for the next
Second
segment.
semi.
The next
Hold on now, and who decided all that?
You think you're wearing it for 30 seconds?
When
It's
were
not
you
a
gonna
bet.
wear it?
Who cares you have it for 30 seconds? You're
Who said
wearing
anything
it.
about 30 seconds?
Got to be on camera.
You've got to be on camera.
Okay, I'm going to be on camera. That's going to happen.
When
Don't
that
worry.
second semi finishes, you can take it off.
No.
Strict man.
What do
Henry
you
G,
mean, no?
the arbiter of the bets.
do you
Yeah, I
mean
had no
no?
idea I was dealing with the actual kingpin here.
Look, man, what do you
The
think I was going to do?
bookkeeper.
Was I going to wear it for 5 minutes and take it off?
So you're going to wear it for a game?
They were
Okay,
going to
so
wear
you're
it to
gonna wear it for a
Dallas.
game as well, then.
Not the whole match.
All right, let's not get into
One
this
map.
cat fight just yet.
Oh, he does this all the time. He signs up for things and then just backs out of them.
That's not true. So, all right. Carry on.
There you go.
Well, also, mates, 6-0.
And
Alu with the AWP getting aggressive, of course.
what a buy, though, from...
We're going to love this. This is going to make us happy.
softening them up. It's a bit too much.
It's all a fake. NBK trying to create some presence. Ooh, this is going to be rough for the T's. Aerial 2 kills. That makes this infinitely harder, and the rotations are in as well. The bomb site is going to get locked down by the defense as Sergey slides in. And I believe he's got some reinforcements as well in X7, although he's gone down now. All of a sudden, it gets a little interesting. A plant in the possibility for Vitality. It's got to come quick, though.
Not sure he can do much with this. Has got a minute, though. Waiting for a mistake. No reason for Ence to peek this.
Alu peek.
Get it done.
Oh, he's in mid. That sucks.
Yeah.
Nice finish.
7-0. Yes, he is a nice finish, gentleman.
That's it. That's good.
That's the one.
Plenty of money for Ence.
Yeah, there's really nothing to talk about with Vitality at the moment, is there?
No, they're doing like weird buys though. I guess that was a. Yeah, I don't really know what that was because it does restrict what Alex is able to buy, even though the rest of them could potentially do it. But getting a solo AK with a bunch of Tech 9s and
I think
why
at
not?
that point they were just desperate for anything, right? Any economic
Yeah.
damage that they could cause. Because look at how much money like Alu's at 1,400.
But that's
Sergey
the thing, right?
over
Like
10K.
it's too far gone at that point.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. Because Ence have been mopping up pretty nicely so far.
Here's a buyout on the board for Vitality in this round. They're going to have the AWP on Zywoo.
sacrifice all the weaponry just to get utility, and here they go the other way around.
Yeah.
The tragedy here is for Vitality, and unfortunate, RPK still
Yet to frag?
not with them like he has been in the previous days. Something for Ence to look out for.
Ooh. There's no way Alex is expecting 2 players to be this far out.
Ooh, that's a ballsy peek. Sergey's got it. Gonna fall back as well. NBK a little late for the spam and also has to be cautious. Stacks in those halls, as you saw. Third player on those stairs, ready to swing in if needed. Five on 4. Again, just really struggling to find opening kills.
See if they can recover, but so far, so good for Ence. The in-game leader has gone down as well. That always makes things a little bit more tricky. See if the mid control will lead to any sort of success here. It looks like they're going back towards B, though. 2 players at the T steps. Still, in terms of utility, they have a couple of smokes, a few flashbangs, so enough to smoke coffins and spawn. That would be it. No Molotovs at this point.
Bombs down at the base of T-ramp, though.
Okay, so this could be a little bit of a fake towards B, or at least showing presence.
No, I
to
think they
keep
just
you
forgot it.
there. Nah, I think get it now, sure.
NBK's like, oh.
They're just showing shots to make sure the CTs don't have vision there, I suppose. And they'll go back to A.
Clock's running down, though. 30 seconds. Alu is here.
Yes,
Hello
excellent.
now. They've been focusing quad, though, Vitality. I'll say that much, so it might be okay.
Oh, they're going
changing it
at
up.
him, baby. They're going at him.
Changing it up. Oh, go on. have a-
Flashed
Peek
off.
that. Peek that. Yeah!
we
Get
go.
yourself one more. Get yourself one more,
sweetheart.
Alu.
Jason, you're sick.
Woo!
You're a sick man, Jason.
He wants another. Oof. That's double digits, right? There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, at the halfway point as well.
Right at about the halfway
Right
point,
on
yeah.
schedule.
It's a tight-ass bet we've made here. I'm not saying that just because of how I look in a dress. Not that I know how I look in a dress. Just saying.
Really stitch yourself up.
Really kind of trying to drive it home here. You guys are sick freaks, and ultimately, Alu, my fate rests in your palm.
And it's an eco as well here. A little partial bite.
Get hungry. Go hunting.
Yeah, rush down mid with your op. Force the issue. Oof. Buffalo sauce entering the nasal cavity. Really a spice of life.
Rumbling.
Stomach rumbling.
No breakfast now. Tries to maintain focus on the task at hand.
Yes, he does. Meanwhile, it's going to be Vitality with nothing to work with in this round thus far. 3 smokes on their person. Some upgraded pistols. As it stands, they've gained control of Banana, but there's nothing really that they can force there. Not any real leeway into the site. They're going to go ahead and traverse back down the middle.
Back to middle.
Where Alu is posted up.
Yes, he is.
Back to the op.
Again, my friends are all weirdos.
Are they coming down today, or?
Funniest man in esports, ladies and gentlemen, hands down, bar none, Henry Greer. He's
That's not bad. That was well done.
Available for bookings. Oh, there you go. No.
Oh, yeah! That's what we needed.
Alu getting smoked.
Oh,
Everybody's getting smoked on the side of Ence right now.
good
All it took was
God.
some pistols here for Vitality to get into the game, it seems. 2 alive for Ence at 6-7 and Alexi B. The bomb site has fallen. Bomb planted. Now what will they do?
I don't know what that plan was there.
Real
That was
strange
optimistic.
idea.
Yeah, that was very awkward.
Sure, there was an end goal, but we just couldn't see it from our
It probably
angle.
played out much better in his head before he did it.
It was like Foon down middle. And like,
Yeah. It's like, yo, I'm going to get this,
Go
this
catch up with
food
these
into a
guys.
half peak, bait out a shot, get 3 kills.
It's going to be the quickest shoulder peek you ever seen. I'm
It's
going
going
to
to be
Foon
sick.
back.
It's going to be all over Reddit.
Yeah, basically. But ultimately, he just dies. So, Alexi B will save and hold on to this AUG. And it'll be a first round of the board. Vitality showing up here.
That money is so insane.
Well, the good part for, I guess, Vitality, yeah, they netted themselves, what, 4 weapons right there?
Yeah.
So they have built themselves a little bit of a cushion. How long will it last, though?
This is so sick.
Peace. Just
Well, if that's what it takes to get around,
Yeah, that's good.
they are in trouble. We'll see whether they can maintain it. But they do get decent money now, at least. They win the round on a partial buy. They'll get 30 to 50.
Now
on top of
Ali's
that.
pissed. He's so mad.
Great.
Oh, is he going to take the challenge to
Oh,
Zywo?
he loves this peak. He nails this peak.
Flashbang was
Nails
good,
it until Jason says it, like usual.
The flashbang very good. They're obviously aware of his antics and his tendencies. Oh, spots a couple of them. X7 in trouble now.
Boy,
RPG on the board now.
it's good. Alu with the tightest of angles.
Oh dear.
Don't do it to me, man.
Come on, baby. I've never asked you for anything.
Uh-oh. Get him out. Get him out.
That's a bold route to run. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, right?
Oh, no. All right, Ariel in the pit. 3-on-2, but
Ooh.
he's dispatched by the Deeg. And Zywu can post up with that op. Now he can protect the planter at range. This gets dangerous for Ence.
Yes, it does. Getting baited by the grenade sound.
Oh, that smoke as well. That's brutal. Oh, they're going to go right through it anyways, though. Oh, nope. They did not find the timing, and the Molotov missed.
Yeah.
Might want to back away.
Oh, nope.
Through they go. And slaughtered they get.
Slaughtered they get. That's right. But the money is just perfectly fine over here for Ence. Being fiscally responsible, also winning rounds. They all go tandem.
All right, always got a little bit quiet. We don't like this.
Don't like it one bit.
Not even a little bit.
I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That was probably the saddest rendition of that tune I've ever heard.
It is very cheerful.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like, don't bring me down. Well, getting pushed around and beaten up was Ence on Banana last round. We're not going to give it up that easy, though. Almost a double there for Zywu, but he only legs Alexi B.
So it's given them banana control, which they've struggled to find. They've had it once or twice. Ooh,
Time to GTFO, Alex.
yeah, bold peek. Doesn't want anything to do with that. And a contact play. Going to come in with the smoke before they can even respond. That's beautiful. Well done, but oh, right around the edge. X7 can't do it. They can actually get here in time, and if they can find a kill quickly, they might want to actually go for this.
Yeah, MBK's having some really impact frags here.
That Halls player, that A player, isn't budging an inch, so this is going to be a save call.
They're out.
Oh, man.
Olive's hanging out, though, for a little bit.
I don't think they'll be exiting through CD spawn, though. So,
One can hope.
yeah, it'd be an absolute nightmare if they did. No real
You'd
reason
have
to
to be
do
a
it.
madman.
They should be leaving for Banana. They know that's clear.
Think he's going to go for a wide peak at the very end? He's
Olive?
not budging.
No, man. Come on now.
All right, then. 3 stay alive for Ence and 3 rounds on the board for Vitality.
Yeah, again, 4 guns coming back from that round.
Yeah.
That's going to go a long way for Vitality, who have to crawl back into this half. They let it escape from him very early on.
Let's get Alu a little bit more aggressive.
Or we just kind of leave him alone, just kind of let him do whatever.
He's got 4 rounds.
He's doing just fine.
4 rounds,
So
10
if
kills. That's very doable.
Cheeky ace. That's all we're asking for.
2 of them back-to-back, of course.
That'd be epic.
I think we'd all have to put on dresses for
That
that.
sequence would go down in history.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
you love
this.
this.
Yes.
Oh, this is actually looking good for Vitality. They know they've got them in a compromised position.
Yes.
X7 will do what he can. Alexi B fighting back with that org, and they fend them off for now. Alu can't get it done here at all,
Yes.
Jason.
This is, oh, it's not good.
It's
This
filthy.
is fantastic. Alu
filthy in a
15
bad
HP.
Yeah.
He falls himself back to new box with that AWP. He's really hurt. Doesn't want to risk it out there.
I mean, this becomes really interesting because Vitality's really had to like claw themselves back into this position to even start having a good half. It was 8-0 at one point, and they hadn't gotten anything done. Now they're finding banana control consistently. They've had it a couple times. Now this can help open up the map a little bit.
Yeah, I can't imagine Ence getting too aggressive in this moment. They've had a string of rounds that they've taken an L on. Looking a little bit more vulnerable now than they did when they started.
That's right. Alu's got all the missed shots out of the way early.
Yep, sure. Of course, now he's repositioned himself to Graveyard. Will surely get a few. Meanwhile, it's Ariel and Zywu that go straight trade.
Oh, he's not looking comfortable, is he?
I love it.
It's not his best.
He's not looking great. And I think the pressure is getting to him of the dress, not so much the semifinals.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Well, there's still a chance. You might as well go for this one. 2 versus 1. Bomb only just gone down. He's smoked out from the library position, but that starts to clear. Another one to deal with here. It's a pretty common smoke. We'll see whether he has the balls to push through it.
If he holds on to that weapon, they can buy up again with a pretty healthy buy.
He's committed at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's found a great timing to get by. He's just never going to expect Graveyard, is he?
Nope.
Never will check Graveyard. He goes down for free. Nice job from Alex being patient.
Yeah, guaranteeing the round there.
Yep.
And he holds on to the AUG. Plenty of money should they want to pick up an op. Over on the side of Vitality. Pause comes out.
It actually turns into a really nice game all of a sudden.
Yep, this is another classic example, really, of the money system. Where they sat right now, they have got enough to buy it. The AUG comes out, so they're not doing too bad. They've actually got a pretty strong buy there.
That's the huge benefit. I remember at one point, all 5 players in Ence had over $10,000.
Yeah, right,
so
yeah.
they get a buy through that losing bonus building up, and they've essentially just never have to save.
Yeah, that's yeah. If you can keep the rounds clean,
Yeah.
it works out. So they could go for a double up setup here, and don't drop that in too often. But maybe they want to change things up a little bit, have a bit more poke potential at the start of the round. Focusing on the rifles for now. It will be X7 and Alexi B to be the final purchases here. Vitality, though, remember, they've been very reactive to these timeouts. They change things up quite dramatically when they sense the CTs may be adjusting. So we'll see if they will maybe throw a bit of a Hail Mary in. Go for something very fast-paced. They are sending 4 players towards T-steps. This could be a fast B. And it could be exactly that, a change of pace. If they fully commit, that will be exactly that. CT's ready for it, and they have the advantage for now, but not for long. 3 players on the CT side for the B bomb side. We'll see if that's going to be enough. Is there 4 there?
The 4th got over there very quickly. Alu hasn't even been involved with that AWP, so they haven't even spotted it yet. It's been all rifles that they've been trading back and forth, and now the AWP is trained onto the bomb.
Oh, we can still see it, I believe. I'm not sure. Be close. Oh, yeah, definitely can.
Uh-oh. And everyone just stops. Except for him.
Good adjustment from Ence. They took the timeout. 4 players towards B. Look, could throw it away there, though. A chance that could have slipped out. But there it is. After losing 4 rounds in a row, Ence will get a pretty decent round there towards the B area.
This has worked out quite well. So what's the next wager for someone? Jason, I think, or Halvor maybe?
Halvor needs one.
All right.
So what's it gonna
Bring
be?
it.
Dress bet?
Sure. Let's go.
You would look real nice.
I've got long
that
legs.
Tight body.
It's that fair Norwegian
yeah,
skin.
that
Yeah.
would look real nice.
That is some nice ass skin.
You
right
slip
there.
into that thing,
I
no
mean,
problem.
like just regular
I've been
skin.
working out. I've been doing squats lately too. So
Oh yeah, working on that peach.
Yep.
It's Princess Peach after all. So.
exactly.
Princess.
You really got to get committed to the cosplay, don't
Yeah.
you?
Christ. Yep. Zai with the AWP, 4 positioning on Banana. No one's peeking just yet. And when they do,
Damn.
it doesn't even matter. Holy smokes, Alexi B just takes his head right off.
Yeah, Zyra didn't see that one coming at all. Nice teamwork from Ence. Funnels them right back towards the A side, but CT still with 3 towards B. They're fixing that right now. Alu has certainly dropped off. Still, he's been a 10 for the last 5 rounds or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was since round 8 or since round 9. So yeah, it's been a minute. And it now puts the dress out of the realm of possibility. Trace is officially safe.
Clear.
Exonerated.
Yep. Must be nice.
It is nice indeed. I would just like to first of all shout out to, those that have made this very possible in both Monster Gaming and Sennheiser, as well as Beyond the Summit. And Henry Greer.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, that one started.
Henry
Fallout.
Drewer.
Sure.
That's a new one. I think that one's with a J, actually.
Sure.
Last round of the first half. Round number 15. Alex getting in some jumping jacks there in spawn before he heads out.
Yeah, P250 available. That's about it. Is that an RPK at the top? Indeed. So, Galil, lack of utility, 3 AKs, and that P250. Alex still with the AWP as Ence look to really give himself a strong chance of winning this 3rd and final map. 11-4 be a great scoreline for them. They were actually on track for a perfect half. It's until that Deagle round came in from MBK, opened the floodgates. They got 3 more after that.
Yeah, those Deagle shots were gorgeous. If Vitality somehow managed to get 5, that'd be so sick, considering how bleak this half looks. Apex going to lead the way, looking down for the flashes. Perfect execution. There's Zaiwu trying to make the run, but doubled up in pit. They didn't expect that, and the strategy doesn't work whatsoever. But now finally starting to respond, and with Alu with the AWP, going to sit back. They'll be able to get the plant.
Ooh.
And maybe a little bit more.
That was a great shot from Apex. This is a big round. 2-on-2 now, giving themselves a decent chance. The flashbangs on the HG on
nice.
top.
Damn.
That was really calculated. Well
Pretty cool.
done.
Yeah,
so
that's
bomb
really
does
cool.
get planted. That's a little bit unfortunate, but Apex will reposition from the pit. Makes his way towards that bomb site. Smoke buys him a little bit of time. The flashbang certainly doesn't, though. He does recover, and nice teamwork. Really good retake there from Ence. Strong stuff.
Those grenades were exactly what they needed right there, and they worked out to perfection. 11-4 for Ence.
Yeah, he called bank on that.
Definitely did.
Yep.
Called game.
Frick.
Well then.
So what would perhaps we just wait for Halvor for the next game? Or?
Yeah, second
Are we doing
semifinal.
it for
Give us
energy?
some-
All right.
Let's give some time.
Because I don't feel like it would be a fair.
Fair-
if
fair
this
shout.
goes 5 rounds to Ence right now.
It's true.
Easy for Ence.
Working on that hat.
No, I don't.
His
I
Ence
don't need
pants?
The pants.
That's what comes next.
I want the leggings, the Ence leggings. I feel like I look really good in those.
Yeah,
They go
you
underneath.
got the calves for it.
Yeah, they're calf implants, but thank you. See that? See that calf implant?
Oh, that's what you paid for?
Yeah, man.
You want to get your money back, bro.
the calf implant. Anywho,
Oh,
they're not real calf implants, but Henry, you do look baller in that vest.
It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I really feel like the whole black outfit I went for today and the tactical vest, it's popping.
And the white gym socks really do set
Yeah,
it off.
didn't
Like, I
really
think-
consider that. I didn't think this would be perfect, but you know, my sock game would be better tomorrow.
It's all right. There's
It's
hot
important with
wings.
contrast.
Yeah.
Yep, true. Match is paused. Oh, there
we
we
go.
are. Henry's not dress. I almost said dress, but
It's a little bit big.
can
Wow.
you do a spin for us, like stand up and stuff? Well, you got a headset on, but he's kind of like as tall as Doc Disrespect. So
Yeah. There we go. That's the whole look. I think it looks pretty nice, actually. Maybe bring this in, take this home with me. Bring
you
it
should
into
try.
the
You
outfits.
should wear that to the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a normal thing. It's like tactical vests.
Yeah, I
you
don't
know.
see anything wrong here. Got my cell phone in this pocket.
So, yeah, like Twix bar here.
My crayons over here. So what's the big deal? I don't understand. Anyway, pause.
dear.
Not entirely sure why, but the second pistol is among us here. And we're about to send one of these teams on into the grand finals. As it looks, Ence in the driver's seat, 11-4, and there's the freeze time being canceled. So should be back on course now. What are we expecting on the CT side out of Vitality?
Well, at this point, let's see how the pistol goes for them. They've been a little bit up and down in that department, but it will be, of course, Alex with the defuse kit, the flashbangs. If they can pull this one off, we can have a conversation about their gun rounds. We might not even get that far if they fumble at this first hurdle in the second half.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we do get to that point, though,
Oh,
because
just to know-
Vitality's been so good with it.
2 smokes on the T side suggests
Yeah.
they go banana. Eventually. We'll see, though.
Oh, they got spotted. BK in a bit of a sticky position right now. How is he going to get out of this one?
He ain't.
I was gonna say he's playing a dangerous game. He might just want to bail out. Didn't even have time for it.
Left in a hearse.
That's a bit of a godsend for Ence because now
They haven't used any utility for that.
Right, so they can just hold up. They could give it another 30 seconds or so, and then dump those 2 smokes. He said they had is likely to end up towards B. So here's a smoke for coffins. They'll put one in CT spawn as well, and there it is. Flash over. This is a very simple approach, but it's going to be very effective. Remember, there's no spam potential with the USPs. They really need vision to make them effective. And down they go, trying to get that vision. Doesn't work out for them, and there's still another player there. Apex might have wanted to go for a bit of stealth there, perhaps, but he's going to fight 2 for now. If he gets one more kill, there's a chance, but not so much anymore. RPK with only 2 frags to his name in that first half. I don't think he'll have what it takes to close this one out.
But still the first of his name. So we will be seeing him try to retake from Banana. 1v3, perhaps he can do something. Gets gushed right away. And Sergey they close out the round and does begin to tack the nails in, perhaps.
Yeah, the first of what could be many. And if your Vitality, I think buying on the second round is
I was about to ask you, what do you think?
really a rough prospect.
Well, on Inferno, it's one of the few maps where I don't mind it so much because you can get the Deagle armor smoke with the
Yeah,
1900, and you can treat it like a gun round. If they've gone SMG heavy, that could be something, but they
I think you
haven't
just
gone
wait.
for it. Yeah. I guess, like, there's a conversation to be had. They need that round, but at the same time, they've got a better chance of winning with rifles now.
Because you have to win. You have to win a strong round first,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't have a losing bonus built up yet. So I think maybe wait till maybe you want to get a shotgun. Maybe you want to get some kind of a close-up SMG. We don't see the P90 too often these days.
You really don't. It's only because it costs 2,350 with no extra kill reward. That's a gun that definitely needs a bit of love. You could probably take that down to $2,000, and it would become.
You know what?
Start sneaking in.
I don't really care if it's given any love. I don't
Yeah.
mind not seeing it.
You just gave it a big shout out.
Well, we don't see it all.
Actually,
I'm just
everything
saying
you
I
said,
don't.
Henry, nah.
We don't need to see it all.
I love it. I want to see it more.
You would.
We haven't seen it in this round thus far. And bomb site will fall there to Ence, the last player in Apex over for Vitality. Just going to barrel down Banana and perhaps hit a shot.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps just kind of run away in cowering fear. We don't know.
13-4, locked in. Got to get $2,400 per player the next round. Is it going to be enough? They'll have enough for rifles, Kevlar, maybe not helmets, if they want to get kits and incendiaries. We shall see. 4 players survive for Ence. Now, the issue Vitality have, if they are going to buy, the aforementioned helmets are a big issue because Ence know that they didn't force by this round. They know it's coming next. So they're going to have SMGs here. So it's one of those rounds where you can do a really loose call. One of the SMGs removed.
Yeah.
But now it's Ence who can just say, like, should we go for an apartments rush? Should we go burst the middle with 5? And try and just punish the fact, take a bit of a crazier round, considering we're close to finishing this one off, throw in something they might not expect, and utilize these SMGs, especially the P90. That's got a lot of running gun potential.
That's probably what they're on the drawing board figuring out right now.
I think Vitality's got to focus on making sure they have the utility, the smokes, and the Molotovs to make sure something super fast-paced doesn't actually happen.
Sure.
The one who's going to be light on it looks like Zaiwu.
So yeah, they opted for helmets. They do detect the threat. So no kit so far. There's one. Alex will get it.
I think NBK goes SMG as well.
I think UMP as well would make sense.
Just to put another kit into play.
Just to get the incendiary and the smoke. A couple of flashes as well, and indeed. Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, Jason, what do you know? What do you know about CS?
Everything that you guys have ever thought.
Didn't see the auto shotgun coming, did you? Damn, I did not see that coming at all.
Well, let's see what he does with it.
UMP makes so much more sense to me, but yeah, indeed, let's see what he can do.
I mean,
Wow.
well, the nice thing about the shotgun, you can park them in halls or close to boiler and just let everyone else rotate around him.
It's a ballsy call though.
The early utility as well, 1 minute and 37, he threw that smoke out. So they're going to run out of nades to utilize on these choke points, and already in halls. Oh, this is going to be an explosion. This is going to be a waterfall. That shotgun is going to be useless at this range. Defamas has got to do all the work, and it's not going to.
He finds one with it, though.
They've got an AK now. And a second kill. It's all working out for him.
Oh, well. Seems that shotgun has paid off after all.
Yeah, maybe go back and pick that up.
Yeah, get it back. They're on their feet at least. Not the most exciting round for Ence, I suppose, with the P90 and the UMP there. But now, do they have enough still to continue the purchasing? They might want to take a bit of a partial here. They're all hovering around $3,000. It's aerial of a little bit more, 43.
That was such a good win for Vitality with 4 players surviving. You didn't lose the AWPs. It was glass cannon. There was a lot of dangers.
It's a sigh of relief, right? Like, okay, we have a chance now.
Yep. Here we go. NBK going to take a quick glance down mid, sees some legs, some ankles, sees a whole body. It's not fast pressure towards the speed bomb site, but they're going to start creeping up.
Yeah, the back foot. Ence is leaning on it. Sergey. Nothing ahead of his unit. Initial skirmish out here on Banana, looking in the way of Vitality. They have taken a considerable amount of damage, though.
Zaiwu's been a little bit crazy, and I'm kind of amazed that he got out of that alive with 6 HP. That was a bit eager.
Just Alu with the Tech 9, the Tech Nina. Can't do anything with it. So 5 stay alive here for that of Vitality. Wonder what the armor is on some of those guys.
It's really nice from Vitality challenging in that fashion as well. The delayed smokes and Molotovs. Saw it from Ence in the first half as well. It's pretty deadly.
So they've made an interesting choice. So they could have taken another partial buy, but they've fully invested into 3 AKs.
I like
Tech
it.
9 CZs. Like you're not, even if you win the round, it's not like you could steal the round away in the money. Like we said, they've already got plenty left there. Might have wanted to maybe take another partial buy, kind of putting yourself in a compromised position here. But yeah, they can still definitely win this round. It's not outside the realms of possibility, especially if you get the opening pick.
That's important, though.
That's a huge shot from RPK.
He wanted that op, too.
Yeah, he did. Not able to grab it. It was rolling down the slope.
Maybe next time, then.
It's not going to do a whole lot to delay. They're getting close up, though. They're going to try and retake this. This is so dangerous. There is anti-flash being played at the car with the CZ. It's not quick enough. 1 for 1, but the rotation is on its way. And actually now, if Ence presses the issue, 1:10 on the clock, it's a risk with that smoke being thrown down. But they can try and get in here. It's only Apex to defend. Swinging out wide. He's missed his timing. Now he goes for the fight. Immediate headshot, but they've gotten into the site. RPK shows up. Here we go. Plant can go down. We'll see what Alexi B has in store.
Yeah, RPK can't go in for the deny because he's only 4 HP. He needs MBK to do most of the heavy lifting here. Alexi, though, a small chance of winning this. Doesn't really have anything but the decoy in his arsenal, so he'll try and reposition now towards the emo position. And at this stage, it's just a matter of time, I would say, before Vitality closes one out. He hasn't done anything too spectacular to get himself in a really crazy position. Not going to happen, and down he goes.
I'm surprised MBK actually threw that nade. That gave away his position entirely. Could have been dangerous. Bit of an off angle being held there. But 13-7.
13-7.
Remember, Vitality was down 8-0 at one point.
They were.
And it all turned because of a 2K from MBK.
MBK, yeah. That deagle up mid.
We'll see how long hope lasts.
Alu is still not on 20 kills.
Yeah, that didn't really pan out, did it? Actually,
I mean, there was an attempt from you guys.
It felt good. It felt good at the start.
yeah.
I was going to honor it. I was just, waiting on it personally. You want to posture towards these halls area for Ence with upgraded pistols. They are smoked off at the end of apartments, though.
Classic force spy tactic.
Waterfall.
The waterfall.
Yeah.
So they will be flashing off that chimney, smoking towards library. Oh, it's a nice incendiary. Did that land?
No. It got extinguished. It bounced off the body, but it has stopped them for now. And there's the slaughter.
The meat grinder.
Jesus.
RPK and NBK getting it done. Let's see another round for Vitality. And we're going to see some more weapons come out for Ence, so should be a different looking round altogether.
Absolutely true. They finally got the 5 rifles out. Don't need the AWP on the T side. So, indeed, he got extinguished, but MBK, it did enough that I've really confused them and stifled them towards that choke point. Repositioned. Gets himself 4 kills.
I mean, even just the nade tag just stops you.
Yeah.
Right? If you're that first guy, you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
This
imagine
isn't going to go well.
But imagine throwing that grenade and you hear the collision, like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here now immediately. Yeah,
Would have been pretty cool if it did actually land successfully, just roasting them in there as well. That would have been cool.
they're
But
just spamming it with odds.
Yeah.
It's like
Bit
the
dark.
embodiment of Counter-Strike.
your mind going elsewhere there, Jason?
Always.
No, you're just talking about roasting people in fire in a narrow corridor.
In a video game, sure.
Yeah.
Like it's
Dracarys.
You can say it with a little bit more emotion than that, Trace. You can do better.
Nah, man, if you didn't mess up the McDonald's song, I think I would have more initiative.
Listen, if a dragon heard you say that, it wouldn't be spewing fire anywhere.
Well, hopefully don't melt my chair.
Back to the game. 13-8. One of these teams going to the grand finals. Sergey gets a win, traded off by utility.
Back there. Are they going to pop through the smoke?
Yeah, only the French can do that. See? Nope, never mind. Take it
Yep.
back.
Secretly French Finns.
Yes.
double smoke that.
A lot of damage done, though.
Ton of damage. And eventually Alexi B falls. 7 on 3 HP. They're just trying to get the site, get this bomb planted, but they're having a real tough time here. Vitality really taking it to him. The hunt by Alu runs out of bullets mid-fight. Not a good feeling at all. Talk about having your pants on the floor.
And it's X7 on 3 HP.
It's already planted Zywoo's in the site.
Those mistakes are starting to show now. They're not together, all focusing on their own little individual quests there to the side. And X7 gives himself a fighting chance. He gets himself the defuse. Zywoo with the AWP. This needs to calm down. X7 needs to get a reload if possible. There is a kit there. Zywoo sits. If he fires a bullet, looks like he's in the right direction at this point. Oh, I like this from X7.
He's called the bluff.
You'll never check this.
Squeaky bump time. Oh, no, the Molotov.
He overthinks it. He had it.
I think you could have just thrown the Molotov without getting up on the box
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
of
peeked
course.
out, jiggled it.
You just right-clicked and burned alive in it.
Yeah.
God damn.
As long as it spreads,
It was
you're
a
good,
nice
right?
Yeah, it would've been
idea,
fine, yeah.
but I felt like the position he put himself in, it's like you gambling anyway, right? Is he going to check this or not? I think it was such a strong spot, he would have been fine.
Damn, that was real tight.
Molotov would have been, the 7 seconds would have been enough as well, I think. Like, he did
yeah.
somehow get it
Yeah,
down.
for sure.
You can see, like, it got real low because he couldn't reload that. He
Like
did
right here.
so well.
Just
that you
stand up and throw it right down.
The way it's planted, you would assume maybe he went to the pit or something like that. Like, that was a really nice idea. But
Well, even then, yeah, I don't know. That whole jumping on the box thing.
a lot of weird stuff happened that round. Alu chasing
Well,
into the
I
library.
think the reason why I did it is because he didn't want. him
Oh,
to hear
Ariel,
the-
hello?
He didn't want him to hear the sound of the Molotov lighting, right?
is he
Yeah.
burning in on the pass there?
A lot of people
well,
are burning
hell.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, still gets the opening.
Take that.
The balls.
Well, we're getting scrappy again. I think they're just going to press the issue. I think they're just going to
Yeah, I
screw
feel
it.
like
Oh, look at
sometimes
the-
when you get in this point, you've got no utility, you've got to kill, you just think, fuck it, let's just get in there.
The rotation away as well.
Oh, pop flash. This could be sick. Oh, nice cutoff from Sergey. Alex doing everything he could. And that's going to be the round. Ence is going to get to 14, and Vitality has to back off. Real scrummy round.
Yeah. Running for flames. So you said, was it Ariel? Was he an underpass burning from the initial Molotov? Is that what you spotted?
Someone know that. Well, I'm not sure where Ariel was.
No, he was in
It's
Banana.
just
He was in
yeah.
Banana. He
Oh,
was
okay.
trying to. He had like the Molotov in front and behind, and he couldn't find
I see.
the safeties.
So
there.
everyone was
Sergey was like in the safe spot, then he ran
Sergey
forward and
pushes
burned down the
through
5.
The flames absolutely rails the top CT, and
Yeah.
that's the opening they needed.
It was very well timed, too. It was
Yeah.
like it was intentional. You know, it was really well
Well,
done.
a lot of people like consider Molotovs to be force fields, and that's why those sort of plays work so well, because you're sat there, you may be reloading, and your flash is out, you feel like you're protected. If you can run through like a couple of seconds before the Molotov goes down, you time that well, you can catch CTs off guard.
Yeah. Just considering, oh, well, they haven't run through it to this point. They're not
Yeah.
going to run through it at all.
Right.
I mean, he does come out on the other side with 5 HP, and I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it's worth getting that initial kill, right? So.
Okay, then. Ence knocking on the door of Series Point here, looking to book themselves a place in the grand final. It's Liquid and NRG in our second game today. That's the other semi-final, of course. They'll be looking to get to the grand final. Say, after yesterday, it's a bit up in the air. Like, Liquid, I would say still the favourites, but did drop to NRG yesterday. We'll see if this is where they can bounce back. Ence
Damn.
will go down first. This time Zywoo finds Sergey, get some redemption there.
Yeah, Sergey's been making a lot of these selfless plays. A lot of the I'm going first mentality. Meanwhile, it's going to be Ence that just gets eaten alive.
Yeah, no default there. Straight into the B commitment, lost players at the start, and had to keep going with it.
That worries me that they just had success in Banana like barely, and then they go right back to it as if that was the
Yeah.
recipe. That makes me feel like they're running low on ideas.
They're struggling a little bit. I feel like they're caught in the headlights. Their tactical timeout probably
Yeah.
needed last round after winning such a scrappy round before. I'd say
Yeah.
take a timeout then. Let's discuss this round properly. Let's bring the coach in. Let's work out how we don't throw this round away. 5 players committed to be at the start of the round. When you're losing numbers and damage as well, you've already seen it's an absolute nightmare there. They really cover everything in Molotovs and nades. Like, you might want to just slow that down and bait those nades out first.
I mean, it's also that whole mindset of once you get up to a certain point, maybe you're sitting on match point, you're sitting just about on the cusp, and there's a big deficit in numbers. You're thinking, oh, yeah, that round's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Sure.
Eventually, you find yourself 14-10. Before you know it, it could be 14-14.
Could be.
Will it be? That's the question. What do you think, chat?
You really like the chat.
I really
don't
love
you?
them.
We have no vision of the chat. We can't see it.
Yeah, we'll
But
get them
that's
interacting
still
with each
it.
other. It's good for them.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
them out there.
Rather than spamming Kappa signs at each other and stuff. Whatever, dude.
Is the flash to enable the CDs get that access towards B.
Wow.
I think this might have been a little bit of an overcommit in CTs. The money is pretty obviously low. They will recover with the frag, but still a 4-on-4, and it slows them down. So that presence from Alex at least will save the day in that respect. They do manage to pick up an AUG though, so that boosts their chances somewhat here on the end side. They haven't fully invested into this one. Bit of cash left over at 2k. But yeah, Vitality definitely back in this game now. This is pretty much anyone's round. In terms of utility, not much. If you flashbang, I think they'll burst out of the apartments potentially here. See if they get the flash of the chimney and get the initial kill. Hopefully MBK won't be there to get a 4k this time. There's the flash. The commitment comes through. MBK knows all too well how to handle this one. He'll be getting himself 3 frags. It's a 2 versus 1. A small chance here for X7. Certainly has a lot of work to do, and interesting approach at the end there. But that will be it.
It's worked pretty well. He had that peak too on Arch side where he was fooning.
Oh yeah,
So, X7
doing things a little bit differently.
playing Quake. Y'all are playing Counter-Strike. 14-11. It's going to buy into it. Ali with the op. 5 kills in the half, I think, right? He had 10 at half.
It might have been 11.
Well done.
Well,
Slower paced and a little bit more calculated at events. Taking Hull's control. They've got this dangerous stack to work through, though. Imagine eventually Ariel's going to be joined up with X7 to take over that. A lot of faith placed in ZywOo by RPK. Ooh, there we are. It's well rewarded. Blind shot as well, and Ence gets absolutely nothing until Alu. Great response, even tagging NBK as well. He spotted one drop in towards pit, so they've got that information. One in sight, one in the pit. And now forced back by the Molotov, but reinforcements have come to the A site. If Ence can find a nice timing on this bomb site, that smoke is not going to hold them back. This could be everything.
Really up in the air right now. Ence again, Jason, committing through the smoke this time, a little bit more successful. The gap is there, though. You've got to nail that smoke. It'll be up to Alex, though, who'll just try and deny the plant. Doesn't actually land successfully, though. 3 versus 2 in favor of Vitality. Bomb doesn't get planted now. It will. Ooh, not quite. This is really scrappy from Ence. They're struggling here. It's falling apart.
Yeah, it is. Alu's got to get aggressive. He's got one. He can turn around up in hand. Low HP, going to try and ignore the smoke, get the bomb planted. He's going to fake it out. Hopefully someone's going to get drawn in, and I think that's the end. They're going to start circling from behind. Going to take this fight, misses the shot. Now he just has to survive. Last kill is not going to be presented to him.
Damn.
That was real awkward for Ence inside the bomb site.
They landed some good shots, but let's just break that down. They've gone through with time remaining. They've gone through that smoke one by one. They've then missed their smoke in CT spawn, like the most kind of like basic smoke on the map, essentially. That's one everyone knows. You can't be missing that one.
Accidentally throw that.
Yeah, there was a massive gap in that. Whether there's a Molotov there, that
has something happened to the area around it? Because I don't know, like for the last 2 months, I've seen more and more teams, so just more and more people in general having a gap in that smoke.
I think it's just like it's so easy to throw it. People are like getting a little bit carried away with that and not just doing the proper lineup, perhaps. I don't know.
Alu going up real fast in mid, bro. ZywOo ain't having none of that. So the ops are out on the table. Sergey picks it up off of Alu. ZywOo's still very much alive inside of the site, and he's going to be defending the hell out of it. Well, there's a little bit of a pinch from the other side. Eventually, ZywOo does fall, and that defense of the site has as well.
Oof, this is anyone's round now. They've given themselves a fighting chance here, but RPK not wasting any time. They've gone through together. This is looking good. They've got it down to a 2 versus 1. Sergey with the AWP. It's really not the ideal weapon.
Oh, no.
The sound cue of the Molotov. It gives it up, and that's going to be the kill. Vitality win a huge round there. Deny the plant as well. I love that pounce as well. Before they even get a chance to plant the bomb, they're all through there. 3 of them through the smoke. No chance to set up. No post-plant positions. They're on the bomb site, and they're applying so much pressure.
And they have complete control of this game now. Even down 1 round, it feels like they have the advantage. I mean, they've solved everything. They've been winning some of the early fights. They've been able to hold Ence back in some of the early duels. They've been able to win out in these clutches and these weird situations in the bomb sites.
And they just keep hammering away at him when they're going to get this bomb planted, and it's just totally throwing Ence for a curveball. Looks like they want to pressure Banana again early on. This Molotov's going to keep it back just a little bit. Sergey's not going to be running through this one. Use some more there again. Upgraded pistols for the side of Ence. Smoke is going to maybe deter them, but not X7. He fully committed to the project. And ultimately,
when you're
getting torn apart.
Yeah, when you're trying to bang your head through the brick wall in Banana with that smoke up and everything, like that is just like, that's a red flag.
Yep. That's, I mean, there's just no creative juice in that, right?
Just what a disadvantage to put yourself into early on. 3 on 5, 1 smoke to use for the end side. This Deagle better be incredible if they want the openings.
Tech 9.
All right, if he wins that fight, Halvor has to put on the dress.
All right, deal. Halvor accepts that deal.
On behalf of Halvor, I accept that deal in his honor.
Why, thank you. How kind.
Don't worry, that fight's never going to happen. They're going to go ahead and traverse back to top middle. After being Molotov'd off on the porch side, let's start to look at their options towards the arch. That big grenade on Sergey, though. That one hurt.
Bomb down. Any chances they had of this round have been stomped to the ground. It's going to be Vitality. Trace, you called it about 5 rounds ago. You said, well, 14-9 now. All of a sudden, that could be 14-14, and that's exactly what's happened. Vitality could steal this game away. Full reverse sweep. It's been a really disappointing tournament for Ence. Yes, they're in the semi-finals, but it's not the way they wanted to get here. For the skin, by the skin of their teeth, they got through. First map looked good. Second, not so much, and now finding themselves struggling to close this one out.
To let you know, just a sense of how dominant this is, I mean, Ence was up 8-0, so this is a 14-6 run for Vitality.
Yeah.
If that had just been, if the score was 14-6, you'd just be saying Vitality's just destroying Ence.
You consider this, right? Like, halftime score was 11-4. Ence wins pistol.
Yeah, there's that too.
So, they were up 13-4.
Ence fans now on the edge of their seats as we look at what is ultimately series point in the near future, as well as a berth into those grand finals.
Do we think overtime is in play here? Or has Ence just been so flat on their T side that it's not looking likely?
I'd like to believe.
Maybe Ence smelled the chicken wings and they're like, you know what, guys,
They're distracted.
Wingstop out there on the table, so
Yeah, that's where I'm going after this one.
immediately following this.
Well, here we go. The last couple of rounds here. Overtime certainly possible. Alex doesn't want to get there, though. He'll be finding the first frag. X7 by himself towards A. Zywo is in the open here, but the smoke doesn't block his vision, it seems. He will be taking down Sergey, and this is another nightmare scenario. Ends either go for 1 by 1, or they fall back with 30 seconds back towards A. I guess they save the guns. Yeah, that's what they
But even
can
if you save, you have 2 players who can't buy utility.
Yeah, you could have 3 players that get no extra cash, so you get no extra grenades on
Why are
those
2
guys.
people staying
Like
back?
Ariel and Alu.
Yeah, what are they
So,
thinking?
to be fair, we've got
They're lost,
Alexio
mate.
$900.
They have no idea what to do.
Yeah,
They're shook.
this seems like a big breakdown at the
they
command
can't-
level of what's going on here.
Can we bring up the scoreboard? They're maximum loss bonus, right? Yeah, indeed.
Oh, yeah. No, they've
Sure,
been
just to confirm.
That
been
is
there for a while.
that is an ugly second half.
So they get 3,400.
Round line.
3 players don't get money, but they have at least got weaponry. They'll barely be able to buy any grenades. I think there's $900 on one of them, so you can get a smoke, a couple of flashes maybe.
Man, Vitality's playing for the grand finals.
Yeah,
and
they
they will have earned that grand finals if they can do this.
Damn right.
100%.
So 2 players without any grenades at all, but it's Aloe with his AWP. This all comes down to this moment. They had a 14-7 lead, and now Vitality has stolen that away. They're the ones who have found series point first. What a grind it has been. They said the group stages, it meant nothing essentially. They had to prove themselves in the best of 3 today, and they've worked hard for this. They've had to dig so deep to get back in this game. Ence have certainly been scrappy. Apex trying to force the issue here. The flashbang makes things uncomfortable.
Oh no, what have they done?
They might have given it up in round 30.
Oh,
That's a rough one, a tough pill to swallow.
Zywu coming in hot.
We
He
just got
is.
spotted.
Sergey
Yep.
continues willing his rampage on Banana.
Damn.
This is not what Vitality fans wanted to see. Looking like some bonus rounds here, unless RBK can do something miraculous, but I'd say this one's all but over.
Ence was
There it
just given a gift. 4 kills for Sergey to force overtime on this 3rd map. Here we go.
Yeah, Ence, like, that's a scary one for Ence. all things considered, I didn't even see any sort of indication there that they were going to be able to figure out this T side at all.
I don't really think they figured it out either.
It just kind of worked out that Sergey got a 4K, right?
I mean, it's kind of easy to be critical of that play by Vitality because you're just like, Ence had only won a single gun round that entire half. So why are you trying to be the aggressors in that situation?
Well, I don't mind that.
It's not like they haven't done it in their CT side as well. Like maybe we've seen Apex getting flashed out a couple of times. He's even gotten picked off a couple of times on that aggressive
That's what I'm saying.
play.
I know it's easy to you can always have the conversation about it. It's easy to be critical with the way it panned out.
Like
right?
you don't look to your in-game leader and blame him. Like it's an idea, sure didn't work out, but a lot of teams when they get to match point, they'll play not to lose, right? They'll go super passive and play that standard. Like I like in-game leaders taking things into their own hands and
like
say
an initiative to get into the
right.
fight.
Instead of us sitting back and cowering and like making mistakes, let's have an objective here. Let's work together and see if we can get the flash kills and at least get that first pick and surprise them. So it wasn't necessarily a bad call, just really nice shots from Sergey. Finally, they bust through that B site, and it will be overtime. I think we do 10K MR3 here, so it's first to 19, 18-18 for double overtime.
Oh boy.
We'll see if we get that typical swing with OTs as well, where pretty much regulation scores doesn't matter at all. I mean, we saw strong CT sides from both teams here.
Well, this is the real opportunity to reset, right?
Yeah.
For both teams, if this didn't work, let's kind of recenter, let's kind of bring it back into focus here, and really figure it out what it is that is keeping us on top of our opponent.
Third map, overtime on Inferno. We've been here many times before. Ence will continue their campaign on the T side here. It's been rough, but I feel like getting to overtime will be a mental release.
Absolutely.
So something they can say, right, we can calm down now. We've learned what the issues are. I feel like it's all falling apart there in the final commitment to where they're going to finish up. One thing will happen, it slows them down. They're not sure how to recover.
Yeah. And inversely, Vitality, they kind of got to look at this and say, well, this was working. We should go back to what we had.
Yeah. No AWP for Zywoo. Just know that is on the M4. No real damage given out on either sides. Middle control granted, though. It's RPK playing with the barrels. Sendry just to push them back. Nice time to throw it. 35 seconds comes through.
Sound cue there. We're going to see that Molotov fly right over the A site into a smoke. You heard it diffuse.
We were just a little bit too far to the right.
Yeah, they want to try to dip off the spawn, it looked like, but Zywoo's going to be there to answer the call, blocking off all of Arch. MBK doing what he can from the pit. And it's just Alu and Sergey, and they've doubled back all the way to B, but they're running him right into two defenders of Vitality.
That's a nice, easy win. 1 HP. Alu now. It's a swift shot, but the relocation is way too strong. Nice play from Alex.
Yeah, and he was just playing the time there as well. There was 7 seconds left when he dropped down. He goes down to 1 HP, by the way. Wasn't the cleanest shot from him from that boost position, but regardless, he gets the kill, repositions, runs down the clock. Really good play.
Here's the thing. If you're Vitality now, you just say, listen, no more aggressive shit. Let's just
yeah, let's reel that in.
Like, they haven't even proven they can beat the passive stuff. Every
Yeah.
time they force into making some kind of a play into an opening step, they get demolished.
DE_steroid. That one was just for you, Jason.
I like that one.
Saving the gold for the semis.
Yep, that's what I was doing. Saving strats for the semis. We'll continue down into this overtime. Vitality picking up the first. Banana control there, too, on top of it, going into the second round. This is going to be a contest, isn't it? It's going to continue to fight over it. Sergey has been the entry man. Sergey has been leading the charge and the offensive pushes that Ence has been making. Get him in there. Hell, he got him to overtime.
Really did. Banana controls that. 2 CTs waiting.
It's just much like that Deagle round from NBK. Like, if you're going to rely on Sergey to go up Banana and get you the 3 opening kills, that's the recipe to winning a T round. You're in some trouble.
Oh, that nade's strong.
Oof, that's a big aerial strike.
Just let that one sit there for a second.
But you guys are the ones sitting there, okay? Jeez. Whatever. Haters gonna hate. That's all I gotta say about that.
Twitch chat, back him up.
Yeah. Help me out, fellas. And ladies. Anyway, RPK nested up in the back of the site, does get the frag, and that puts a 17th for that of Vitality. Strong start here for the Frenchman. And the one UK guy that...
For one Brit, flying the flag high. We've lost one already.
In the tournament, of course.
In the
Nothing
tournament,
like super serious or
Still
anything.
pull
just
one
kinda
out for the homie. We'll see 2-0 come through for Vitality. If they're buying orbs on the T side, money comes a bit of an issue. You can see, actually 2 pistols here. So 3 AKs, and they're going to struggle. Then this looks like an almost guaranteed 3-0 here, unless Sergey can find another ridiculous sequence.
Well, okay, this time it's not
Went for
Apex
it.
being sent forward. It's Saiwu.
Oh, he hit it!
Oh, wow.
I actually get the leg on it. Like, oh, there we go. The
From
follow-up.
grave. Nice.
Vitality have done those combos a couple of times, actually, where they've let no one like escape a banana once they've committed.
Well, 3 on 4 to try and get 1 round in this overtime half.
Yeah, getting skunked on the first of OT.
Could Ariel potentially pick up an op, or pick up a gun at least in top banana? I think that might be the goal.
I think so, yeah. I think there's one laying down somewhere, yeah.
There we go.
Easily. And a Molotov.
Yeah, he's got some utility there, too. Still, the numbers an advantage here for Vitality, and they're going to try to hold on to this B site. Just a smoke separating.
Apex expecting a boost here behind the smoke.
Holding fast. 50 seconds on the clock.
Rotation coming over from Vitality, though, so they will have 2 players. Might boost up Alex here. And it will get cleared as well, though.
A chance.
Ooh, he's a little bit high. Got some damage. Nothing too exciting. 2 players on the flank, though. This
Yes.
could be nasty. And RPK's got utility.
Still 3v3 here on the retake for Vitality.
Here we go.
Use that Molotov towards New Box. Try to regain control of this site.
Alex
Decent
coming
molly.
to get out.
Oh, wow.
2 of them towards Emo. A classic setup here. You will check it now. You need it to really be bit. Oh, he challenged it. I've respected Ariel. This could be it, though. Look for the 3-0, and they've got it. As long as he's got the kit, which he does, and it's going to be quite the defuse there. So, Jason, I'm sure you're aware of that approach. You put 2 towards Emo, right? You have 1 challenging, 1 hiding, with the understanding that no one's going to face. So I don't know why he would at least experiment with that idea and run the bomb down a little bit more, right?
Maybe
Yeah, just stay way more hidden.
Yeah, instead of swinging out like that.
I think the 1v2 might have made him nervous. I actually thought that swing was a bit aggressive if you're going to try and bait someone into thinking that. Just
Yeah.
a full commit.
Yeah.
But
I guess
again, that's getting very
Well,
nitpicky, isn't it?
Sure.
Perhaps he also thought somehow, I mean, was he all the way back in the corner? I mean,
He was definitely, he was looked into the corner, he was hidden away. I guess it was just because his teammate died so early. He assumed they were going to check it. It is a
Could
very common check.
have gotten a drop on, one of the 2 players
yeah, maybe
coming onto the site.
he's close, he's low. Could have swung out,
Yeah.
try to get the advantage.
But that double dark, I mean, that's pretty nice one.
yeah, that's a bit old school.
Do
I
like it. Kicking it old school.
All right, so Vitality needs 1. That's all it takes. But I mean, to be fair, they've been playing CT side for so long now that we shouldn't forget.
Forgotten how it all works. Yeah.
But we shouldn't forget the fact that they struggled massively on their T side as well.
Well, they're anticipating banana from the looks of it. Got over here. It's going to be Zaiwu that rings out first.
No
And
way.
second.
He's had enough.
He's going to keep going through it. He doesn't really care, does
There's
he?
4 here again.
Oh!
Get him out of here.
He's the
Right
closer!
into his own hands as Zaiwu couldn't make it up.
That's it.
That's
Back it up,
it.
boys.
Put
Stick
a
a fork
bow
in
on
it,
it.
Henry.
Put a fork in it, Jason. It's done. Oh
Wow.
my God!
Man.
Look
yeah,
at
look
that.
at
that's
Keep it on here
deserved.
for a second.
That's
That's
deserved.
You're going to give me a high five, or I'll take that high
Well,
five.
I take it all back. I said come into this semi-final. Zaiwu has been quiet. He gets 36 frags on overpass. He closes out with 4K in overtime and Inferno. That is world-class, sick Counter-Strike. Really impressive stuff. An exciting finish to a great series. You got to feel for Enzo, boys. The fact they were 14-7 up and giving it away in overtime is going to be one of the most gutting ways to
But
let it go.
giving that testament to the Vitality side, I mean, this is something where they've really battled back into
It's
it.
become
on
a
their own.
specialty of them.
Yeah, it's
theirs,
like, hey, you know
right?
what? This is actually how we prefer to play the game.
Yeah, just another in the long line of impressive performances, impressive things we've seen out of them this week.
That was exciting.
That was a
That
good
was-
way to end the
That's
game.
woken me up.
Damn.
I feel phenomenal.
Now
Stomach
we're getting
aches gone
somewhere.
away, headaches gone away.
Yeah.
Chicken wings ain't got away, though. I was just kind of.
Yeah, get some chicken wings in you. Then you'll be at 100%.
You need that.
You'll be ready.
And they're out of blue cheese, so you're.
Hell no, they aren't.
I actually went and threw it all in the trash. So.
Listen,
Sorry,
Trace,
man.
I'll push you down the stairs if you
Yeah?
do that.
You want to go
Don't
at it,
mess
little
with my
guy?
blue cheese.
What's up, Momo? Look.
Okay.
More
All right.
importantly, let's talk about. Okay, Vitality has made it to the finals.
Yeah.
What does this say about Ence in this moment?
Not their best tournament at all. This is they have not let themselves. There's something quite drastically going wrong on T sides especially, it seems like they're quite flustered in key moments. It seems like maybe the pressure of being a top 3 team, top 5 team is getting to them a bit now. Like they're expected to perform. It's plateauing a little bit. It seems.
It's maybe specific.
Did we get that on camera?
Yeah.
Champion.
I think it goes out of the frame, bro.
Yeah, I think it was right outside of it.
You missed it though. It was cool though.
No, I made it.
Wow.
All right, no one saw
Anyway,
that.
guy that didn't miss a thing over here would be MBK. Talk to me about that, man, because you guys had to battle back from quite a discrepancy.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened. That's probably the best city half we've made ever
That's crazy.
nuts.
of all time, I think. I mean, to be fair, it's the things we worked on in practice.
It's
Some
All right,
fights
can we
going on.
stop
It's fine.
fucking
Okay.
around?
It's done. Go ahead.
It's unbelievable.
Like
Jesus.
we've worked on some
Amateurs.
very specific things in practice, especially our city side. So Inferno, I think it showed that we came up with a lot of things, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just. Then we also had the secret nuclear weapon that is Zaiwu.
Yeah.
So we just,
Oh, yeah, no,
Especially in the last round. Like,
I've been
that's
saying for this
unreal.
tournament, normally I walk past you, like when you have a close game, he's like, oh, Zywo build us out. You haven't really had that this tournament. He
Right.
he hasn't played bad, but he hasn't been like the godlike clutcher. And every single game you've had like Apex, yourself, and RPK stepping up at key
I
moments.
think Alex is playing really well
This,
for
Yeah.
you know,
beginning as
he's,
well, right?
yeah, absolutely. But the fact is, Daiwu like had that form today, 36 frags on overpass.
Yes.
He closes it out with the craziest finishes I've seen to
Yeah.
a game in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know how sick that was. You obviously didn't see it from his screen, but
Yeah, no.
he ran
It
up
was
to the top of
ridiculous.
banana.
Ridiculous.
I believe you.
Because you see the stack
Nuts.
coming in from the CTs, you see 4 of them barreling down to banana,
Right,
and then
yeah.
here's Zaiwu, this dude's just flinging op shots everywhere.
running
Well,
through
yeah.
mollies. Like,
Yeah. Like,
I want to ask you
wow.
something here. You unearthed the fact that Alex is calling for you on the T side right
Yes.
now. Your T side on the beginning of an Inferno, it was a struggle, right? You were down, I think, 8-0, something like that.
8-0.
The only way you got into the game was when you accessed middle with the double deagle kill.
Yep.
You did some crazy 180
Yeah,
there. Are
definitely.
you guys supporting him at that point? Are you kind of giving an options when it gets to the 8-0 deficit? Are you stepping in and saying, right, we need to change things up? How's that working?
So that's going to be pretty fun for you because I'm going to counter that argument because
Yeah.
I'm leading the T-side on Inferno.
Oh, I thought that was
On
oh,
Inferno.
right,
So
no, okay, I was
just
going to
on
say,
Inferno, yeah.
damn. I was gonna
we
say,
haven't
we've been building up the wrong narrative.
Exactly, yeah. we didn't lie to everybody. No, it's just on Inferno because
All right,
he didn't play
okay.
Inferno for like 2 years with LDRC or something like this.
Yeah, all right.
Or for how long, whatever it is.
Okay.
And
Scared
so
me
that's
there.
just the difference. So yeah, no, I fucked up that half because I don't know, they just adapted very, very well, which they did because we played online against them. And I think they're a very good team at like adapting those small things in their game plan. And so we come in with an idea and they swap small things that just throw everything away.
Yeah.
And no, I mean that was big props to them on their city side and what they did to counter.
To kind of
that,
run
yeah.
with it though, is it the idea like long term that Alex is going to be taking over on Inferno as well, or is it because it's so foreign to him because they didn't really play it as much as for LDLC that they're
Yeah,
not
no,
going to touch it?
I don't really know. When we first swapped that with Alex coming into in-game leader on Terry's side, it was just an experiment at first that I brought out because I wanted him to be more comfortable in the team and he needs that. And so that worked out pretty good. And then regarding Inferno, I don't really know. In practice and online, we've had very good T halves, and especially even at Starlighter, that was 2 months ago or something. We had very good T halves that saved us. And that time, I don't know, it was just I didn't feel the game as much as I felt in other games, and so it just didn't work out very properly.
What's the biggest
So-
change you guys had coming into this event? Because this is probably the best we've seen you guys look over
Yeah.
the span of a week. Like, what was the big defining factor to you that?
I think for the past 2 weeks, we really checked what was wrong in our team and what made us really lose games. So like specific halves in a game. For example, City Half Inferno was terrible before for us. Overpass, we became pretty bad on City side as well. And a whole lot of things like this. And so we really focused on fixing those points because Alex really is locking down right now his T side, and like we're not very readable, so he makes a good job at like adapting and like anti-stratting people. So so that works pretty good. So we trust him 100%. He works a lot with our coach to make that work 100%. And I just went through a overhaul of our city halves and how we were approaching and how to adapt that. And that's pretty much it. And then headshots, I guess. That's
Yeah,
the
the
main
headshots
point,
are
yeah.
a little bit of
Classic
spring
headshots.
cleaning, basically.
Of course, yeah. And Zaiwu, yeah, like Apex said.
Yeah,
We
I like
conditioned
that.
Zaiwu.
Give him props, definitely. Like, remember, this guy's in his rookie year still, right? And he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
unbelievably good.
Yes.
He's got an incredible future ahead of him. This
Oh,
is his first pro
absolutely, yeah.
team, right? And it's been what, 6
It's gonna
months?
be fun.
This is gonna be a hell of a journey. for him.
Congratulations, you
Yes.
found you managed to find the next Kenny S.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish him to be better than him and reach number one. I think he has everything to make that happen.
Well,
so
Congratulations twice over, because now you go to the finals. It's
Right,
either
yeah.
NRG or Liquid. How do you see that one going?
interesting because Vertigo is probably going to be left in the map pool.
Yeah, good
So I'm
point.
very curious
Yeah,
about that.
That's a good point.
And I don't know, my personal objective and priority for the team was getting into the final because, you know, Anti-Liquid are second and third in the world, so it was already hard to reach that point. Group stage was just to qualify for the semis. And again, I think we have the capacities to take it, especially because of the whole event where we come in with everything to prove and 100% focused into that and wanting to win it, while other teams that have maybe other objectives like preparing for the major, coming into GMAC Masters data, so like other events like this. So they're probably coming here without much focus on us. And I think that's a big point for us to perform good here because teams are not really focusing on us. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
all right, fuck it, we're just gonna let
Well,
them on their side and
I feel
then
like
whatever.
you've made quite the statement at this event. Thank you so much for joining us. You do a
Sure
great
thing.
interview as usual, Nathan.
Thank you very much. Man.
We are going to be having the second semi-final coming up very shortly. That's between Liquid and NRG. Sorry, I didn't catch that, Jason. What we got?
Card A.
Card A. Let's go.
Card A.
Give it to Nathan. Have Nathan try.
Yeah,
one
let's
out.
Yeah.
Take that for a
Does this
spin.
conflict? No, it doesn't.
That's card
They say?
A.
No,
Oh yeah, you want to see if
That's a good
I
point.
feel like it's a
Maybe
bad
I
idea.
should-
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Bad
I
idea.
can't
that's not possible. Sorry.
Everybody relax. Holy
I'm
shit.
leaving. I'm
Everybody
leaving
calm
that
down.
one. I'll
See
let
you,
you do
man.
that.
Yeah, run.
All right.
What a stupid idea that was.
Breathe, everyone.
Can't catch a break, can I? All right. So, card A. There's a giveaway going on for a limited edition Sennheiser GSP 600. And you can also head over to bts.gg/giveaway to do that. There's also some merch. Can't forget about the merch. I think, is anybody wearing some today? Jason is.
I got that jumper on.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason, rocking some of the merch. You can grab some for yourself. At,
Get some of those shorts as well. Nice legs coming out.
Like that?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
I got
like
your
it.
back, man. I'm on that
Yeah.
short life.
I came
so.
into the. I was like, we've been playing basketball. I'll wear some shorts today.
Yeah,
and of course,
get
it's cold and rainy outside.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, definitely some cool merch that comes out of BTS. I had one of the hoodies, I think from the last event or the one before. It was like gray with the all the weapons of CS:GO on it. It's pretty cool.
This one right here, this crew neck sweater, the dad sweater, it's very comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From a dad?
Yeah, if you're going for the dad vibe, this is your best bet.
Yeah, so bts.gg/giveaway, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at Jason's shirt. Also, going to go ahead and dive into the chicken wings behind us. There's about a bucket of ranch back there we got to get into.
With your name on it.
Yep. We're out. We'll be back in a minute.
EGB, your esports betting world. The only place to find the widest choice of popular games and matches to win real money. Choose your bet on a single event or express of several matches with dizzy odds. Serving the market for 7 years with over 800,000 users. Join now to get your bonus for the first deposit up to $600. EGB, you know for sure who's gonna win.
us that we're able to be one-to-one, you and I, with each other at the moment. That's what's important.
Well, well, well. Look who it is.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Yes. Welcome in
Mohan
Twitch
and
chat.
Robin.
That's right.
How you guys been doing?
Pretty good.
Enjoying the late start?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, Robin.
Oh, I love that.
Woke him up a little bit early, but yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit nervous there. Like they were, I don't know. Some people got nervous over here saying that it might go 2-0. We gotta get the talent over. And then I wake up and I think to myself, well, even if I got here like an hour earlier, both the teams that's playing the second semifinal are set to leave to the venue at
After you?
11.
Yeah.
So how is this gonna work? Did you just want me to like sit here and feel for an hour? I'm not.
Are people?
Well, we know you're
people would
always
enjoy
down.
that.
I'm not that interesting.
pretty
I'll be
good.
honest.
I hear you got a lot of nuke theories, so
That's
I do, maybe
true.
we can
He hasn't
talk about that
revealed
for an
anything
hour.
yet, but
I haven't. No,
he knows
listen,
our
I'm keeping that
stuff.
to myself. We do have.
I think speaking of Nuke, you helped create a map based off.
We
of
do
the
have an
map of Nuke.
announcement actually.
Yeah. It's because of maps like Nuke, maps like Vertigo. You know, people are falling off. They're getting all these kind of weird, not sexy deaths. Right? They're just killing themselves, jumping off the map. We wanted to make a map that was more serious, that was more flat. You know, we want to really take advantage of
Go old school.
exactly
And
go
really
old
build
school.
it and blend it with like how Nuke has played out in a way, like the whole story, the whole atmosphere around that map.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to tie in the lore actually. So
and
we
one of the things, well, specifically from the Valve specific one was the pro player experience too. So we did work. We have worked with the team. Ence has
Ence,
worked
yeah.
with this map on this map as well.
because they came up, they're fresh. They got like a really good map pool now. They have like good opinions, and they haven't played for that long as a team, and so we came up with a new map. But with no further ado, let's take a look
the
at this.
suspense has killed me.
Yeah,
Let's check it out. Jesus.
Let's get into it.
The day that Vertigo dropped, everything changed. We saw that Valve wanted to be experimental and keep the map pool fresh. And in the past, maps were very square and basic, and we really wanted to do something outside of the box. Nuke and Vertigo, they provided verticality, but you also died in some not so great ways.
See you later. So a while back, Valve contacted me and a bunch of others, including Ence, to try and make a new map that would be a little bit more for the community and for, you know, the talent within the scene.
Valve asked Alu to help make CSGO map. I said Alu will do it if they pay Alu money. And they paid, so Alu makes the map.
And if you look at maps like Nuke and Vertigo, you know, they're very vertical, and one of the things that we really wanted to work on, and especially one thing that Valve requested, was a very horizontal map, a very long horizontal map.
The big thing is every single map needs to have some kind of story behind it to make it feel exciting and compelling for the viewers. So we thought it'd be a really, really cool idea to build something that's going to be an offshoot of Nuke, of this map that doesn't have a lot of personality yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for, introducing one of the most important moments of CSGO history, I bring to you D Horizontally.
Alu is an AWPer, so I want to make a map that is good for AWP.
Nice.
the map is one very long hallway.
We really like to go A on this map, but if you don't go A, we go B.
So no other map lets you plan on both A and B site at the same time, so you might think it was more T favored. But Horizontal lets you smoke off both sites with one smoke, so it's pretty balanced.
We like to run down the hallway, 2-2 split on the left and the right side. I like to go long, but sometimes the map is a little bit spammy.
Forget us two. This is the new op playground.
Yep, that's right. A lot of ingenuity went into the process of the creation of that
We
map.
worked a lot of long
We had
hours.
expert minds.
A lot of long hours put into this.
And that's how Fifi reinvents Nuke.
There it is. Yeah, the
Yes!
final reveal. Is
What are you
We've been
gonna
talking about Nuke the whole weekend, guys. You know,
What are you gonna do now though? There's no vents.
Listen, that's the thing.
What did Fifi invent?
It's still we had a conversation about that, and apparently having that vent rat wasn't so popular among the other teams, so he got scrapped. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just fucked now.
Yeah,
Obviously.
no,
Whatever.
I can't wait to see this map in the major circuit.
Yeah. Obviously, waiting for Valve's official approval into
Yep.
getting this in the official map pool.
Fully playable, by the way. You can go on the workshop and get in
Download
there,
it.
get in early,
DE
right? Back into the
horizontal.
strats before it gets some rotation.
Like, used to
'cause
think Ice
active
World
duty's
was a
on the way.
shit show, but that is going to be a shit show.
Coming
guaranteed.
to the next CS:GO majors near you, 2020.
That's right.
I gotta say, I loved just the delivery from the Ence guys.
Yeah, that was great.
It's like
Alu
all it
go
was like,
away.
yeah, I wanted to create a map that was great for ops. It's just a long hallway.
Yeah,
It's
he
like,
likes opping mid and long, so they decided to put them all in one place.
Yeah.
No.
Well
I love
done.
the
It was
like
well
the cheeky like smoke lineups as well. Oh man, that
Yeah.
was a good one.
Yeah, there won't be as much nade usage. It'll be a lot more simple.
Yeah.
Really,
Molotovs
It's
are
easy
going to be
to-
valuable.
a
Yeah.
low skill floor.
It's easier to grasp though for new players.
Exactly.
You know-
and we want this game to be more accessible, right?
Really-
People are complaining.
Really did break it down Barney style for just about come and check the game out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of breaking it down, guys, we have another semi on our hands.
Oh my God, we do.
I
We
do have a semi.
And after that last one,
I'll leave you guys to it.
All right.
Well,
That's
Jason's
most
out.
cute to
and
dodge out.
after that last semi, who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, listen. Yeah.
What-
How did that one
wow.
go?
Did you guys catch us up? That was some crazy stuff.
So it was very fitting that what pushed Ence into overtime was a 4K from Sergey on Banana.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the game, you have Zywoo just kind of run a train.
Did the exact same
Yeah.
thing, pretty much.
I
Yeah,
saw
with
that
the op.
ballsy play from Vitality last round there to push Banana. It's a little bit cocky.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to have some swagger, right? And to be
Why
fair,
not?
like the Inferno game was a bit of a weird one in that sense because the two previous maps, it was a lot of solid T sides really, and that just kind of fell completely flat on Inferno. But to be fair, that's also partially because we saw a lot better CT sides coming up from both sides. I think Vitality, again, we talked about it in the pregame, that once they get utility on their side, on the CT side of Inferno, they get really scary. And we were a little bit afraid of that actually happening because they were
got
down
maps.
11-4.
Oh, we had maps.
We had.
Oh, we got
Yeah.
maps again.
Oh, Vito flies in. We got Mirage, the first pick from NRG. So Train Inferno banned
Aw.
as per usual. Liquid's going to pick Overpass, and then we end on Dust 2, which is a map that that NRG actually beat Liquid on yesterday, 16-14 or something like that.
Yeah, and-
they came back in the second half.
Liquid beat Energy on Vertigo, which they decided to remove when they had the choice between the two.
No, yeah, it's interesting. Maybe they just feel like it's just maybe they feel like they got lucky.
Like a
yesterday was kind of a
one-off.
write-off just because yesterday those matches weren't so important.
They
So
got a bit of a track record on Dust too, if you're Liquid, right? Like that
Yeah.
should be a pretty
no,
good pick
that's
for you.
this is a solid veto for them. I mean, is there more of a chance for an upset in this game or the last game? Like,
I
which
think
would be more
it's-
surprising?
I don't know. Like with how Energy has been playing so far, they've been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
I think the maps are pretty decent for them as well. It feels so weird to me to see somebody like picking Overpass against Energy, like into Energy. And even though Energy keeps talking about how they don't feel super confident about the map anymore, they haven't really gotten like the nitty gritty in there with Tarek in the lineup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I still think they're like a dangerous team on that map.
Well,
So
a
it's
lot
one
of
of
that
those-
danger was a Cirque's op, and
Yeah.
him being able to kind of maneuver around with this op and
Him
really
and
put some
Fugly.
fire down.
Yeah, it was him and Fugly.
But Cirque, obviously, do we feel like Cirque's been performing up to Cirque standards?
He had one map that I remember was really
Yeah, it was
good, but
completely easily,
it wasn't like everyday super. So it wasn't full. He wasn't filling up Reddit like he normally does.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe today. We definitely see the teams have all gotten better as the days have rolled on. They've all played a ton of matches into this event, even like going back and forth between Pro League. So I think on day 2 they were especially burnt because they played like 6 maps in a day, plus they had to drive to play at a second LAN. So maybe today it's cooled off a little bit. They can get like fully prepared and just settle down, just play this one best of 3 and play like their full game.
You'd hope so, right?
You hope so.
Do any of you actually think this is going to go to 3?
It's an interesting veto,
I mean,
right?
they
Because right here, there's a high chance that Energy could 2-0, as you're saying. Like, they have a really good overpass. So if they pick up Mirage, then you think, oh, they might be favored on overpass. But if it goes to 3, then you got to assume Liquid. It's not going to be like yesterday that Liquid's Dust 2 should be a lot better. So then they'll maybe take that 2-1.
And North America, where's North America too?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
that's
feel like
true.
we got both of these semifinals because I feel like we would have probably had more one-sided semifinals if we would have had, say, for example, maybe an Ence versus Energy and then Vitality versus Liquid.
Yeah,
getting that
that's fair.
Europe versus NA matchups. But now when we have domestic matchups, like even the Energy and Energy Liquid one, now I do feel like it probably is going to go 3 maps, probably close ones too.
Think it'd be close ones, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about one of those days, you know.
Yeah, something tells me I feel like Liquid is going to get even better. Like they were really honestly bad on day 1, good day 2.
They complain about the morning games, so at least now they have the second semifinal.
That's true. Yeah, they get to wake up late. I mean, we're feeling great. You know what I mean? They're probably feeling
I feel
great.
fantastic. I mean, one more coffee launderers, and we're up in.
Hey, we got a cold brew in the fridge, baby.
Yeah, I need to grab that.
Or you guys could have a monster. I mean, you got a couple.
There we go. Yes, thank you so much to Monster for keeping us energized throughout the tournament.
Yeah, dust right here. I'll just get that off for you.
Yeah, players, casters, production staff, everybody's getting in on the Monster Energy hype train.
Do we? And this is probably a question for Vendetta, since he's the genius of all of us.
Hold on.
All right then. Yeah.
Well, okay. You don't
No,
want
it's
this
not for a debate. Do we have
okay,
can we
you
fight
guys don't
about
want
this?
question.
Or?
Okay, you don't want this question.
All right.
How many times have we seen Energy play Mirage this event so far, and what was the
Vendetta?
score?
No, I mean,
Okay, that'll be a Vendetta question. You're right. Yeah, let's leave it for Vendetta.
No,
Vendetta, take it away.
it's been once, hasn't it?
Yeah, just once, right?
I'm pretty sure it's only been once.
Whatever you say is gospel, my man.
Yeah.
All right,
no,
let's go with it.
We
It's
believe
one.
it fully. Okay, and what was the?
And if Agent TV says something different, it's wrong.
Yeah,
there you
not
go.
confirmed.
What was the score then? And then who was that versus?
That I can't actually because I'm pretty sure
I
that
can look
wasn't
that
one
up.
of the games I covered. So
It might have been.
I'm looking at Trace. Really,
It might have been a game that I watched. I don't know.
Why are you looking at me? Don't look at me.
You know what? I can
You
sell
brought
this.
this
he's
on
looking
yourself.
already.
Yeah, as like talk amongst yourselves.
This is
people.
great, by the way, because we're not very good at our
16-5 versus Ghost on Mirage.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
And that's the only.
And 16-13 versus Renegades on Mirage.
Oh right, the Renegades game. That's when. Yep. That makes sense.
The Ghost game, I recall that one. I
There we
was
go.
working that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there's
Oh,
2-0.
that's the one I
Yeah,
watched, I think, yeah.
undefeated, if you will.
Oh well. Okay.
I will say though they're going up against a team that I would rate higher than
much,
both of them.
Yeah, much
I guess
stiffer
at
opponent.
least
So would
Renegades.
HLTV.
Renegades with a stand-in at least.
But then again,
Yeah.
even not on Mirage specifically, but we have seen weakness from Liquid in this tournament. It's
Oh,
not like,
yeah.
you know, they
Sure, yeah.
just came through here and shown us that they're the number 2 team, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, there's blood in the liquid right now.
Yeah, I mean, we need to add to that, right? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
Launers was mentioning
Yeah,
how they've
yeah,
gotten
yeah.
progressively better, right, throughout the tournament. But when we talked to Twist yesterday after they dropped one map versus Energy, he was like, "We're giving up leads. Like, we're giving up crazy leads." That
Yeah.
was referring
But
to
it was
Dust
after
2.
they already made semis, and I don't think even...
Yeah, but they were pissed. Like, Stewie was outside. He was not happy. He's just like, none of them like losing.
kind of aggressively
true.
shooting the basketball rather than normally shooting
Yeah,
the
just
basketball.
not even trying to hit the actual like net. It's just like mashing it into the backboard.
Real mad doing dunks on DJ.
But we did definitely see Twist in particular played super well on Dust 2 in the second game they played.
Yeah.
The first one, not as much. They had a lot more trouble versus, I think, Renegades with him at long, and then the second game was like 20-7. So we'll see. A lot of this comes down to our to energy. I think for us with Cirque, especially being kind of in the spotlight at all times, and
Breezy had a really good series yesterday, I think. Dropped
man,
the
when
31.
is he not, dude? He's actually so.
Breezy is so
He just
consistent.
doesn't. He's not like a bragger. He's not a streamer. But you know, you turn on your stream, even if you're trash, you're gonna have a lot of fans. But Breeze doesn't even stream. So imagine if he streamed, he'd be like one of the most popular players because he's just so insane all the time.
He does have a bit of a reputation, right, for being the guy who drops 40 in FBL all the time.
Yeah, amongst the pros, a pros pro, if you will.
Yeah.
So and
I mean, to be fair, most of the guys on the side of Energy have played well. Like, to me, I expect Breezy and Ethan to kind of stand out. I haven't really had, outside of the Vertigo game yesterday from Ethan, I haven't felt like we've seen, like, a big game from him yet so far in this tournament. Not to the kind that I'm used to seeing him, I guess.
No doubt, yeah.
So, I mean, this would be an ideal time to bring it out. But I think, we're not seeing the same Cirque as we saw in 2019 in that sense. But I think he's had overall a pretty decent tournament.
Yeah, he in 2018 he was like, you're talking about Ethan?
Well, both of them. Both Ethan and Cirque.
So for Ethan, I remember like HLTV did top 20, and then they released the top 21 and 22 just to see, and they said Ethan was like 21, so he like just barely didn't make it.
Yeah.
I feel like don't even tell him at that point. You don't want to know.
Start rubbing it. I don't know. Fuel to the fire. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 2019 could be his year. But yeah, it's hardly any question marks on Liquid in terms of like who's going to be good. Like look at Nitro maybe, who's supposed to be the weakest link, and he's been kind of taking command of the game. Yeah. So and he's opping too. So and it's actually Stewie sometimes is the only person opping some of these CT sides. So
Nafis gotten on that train too.
Yeah, why not jump in? Yeah, this he's been pretty proficient as well.
All of those guys like using scopes. I feel like. I mean, you got Liege obviously using the Krieg, Naf too.
Yeah,
it's going around. Yeah,
hard to argue against it. So damn good.
Very true. So yeah, Mirage. We've kind of I guess alluded to it, but who do we guys have as favorites going?
I'm taking Liquid 2-0. I don't think it's going to be like a really easy 2-0, but I'm going to take Liquid 2 on the series.
Yeah, I think you're about spot on there, Launders.
Think so?
Yeah, I mean, unless Liquid just come out here and look totally different than they have.
Yeah, 2-0 unless they get the 0-5 start.
Yeah.
Okay,
something like that. Yeah.
So hopefully they start off strong. We are here into the pistol in the second semifinal of the day. Of course, the winner of this will meet Vitality in the grand finals of the Summit. And it seems like Vitality came into this tournament with just a hot group stage start, best of 2 format, but still like best of 1 veto style, and still come through and beat Ence in the best of 3. So that really validates their performance, I think, to a whole another level. And now it's going to be them waiting for these two competitors. They'll probably be watching intently as Ethan kind of cleans up from the window, as he's been known to do. He's been really fantastic from the spot. Oh, it's him at triple, excuse me. Trades come out, and it's just Twist to get eliminated. Man, everyone was super sharp there. Got about 1 second of screen time per perspective.
Wrecked.
Destroyed.
It's about the way that goes. Pistol in the hands of NRG. Now they'll be able to upgrade some weapons here, which will help them out here in the next round.
This goes to Vitality versus NRG in the finals. I don't even know who wins.
That's the weirdest timeline, I'll tell you that.
That's the strangest one. Yeah. Yeah. That's when we find out it was all a dream of Bren's, and then we get a new one. Get a new CS Summit.
Oh, right. We get to redo it all.
Yeah, redo it all. Sign the petitions.
Did you sign one?
No, I'm not actually caught up. I'm on season 6. So.
Oh, wait, you've been working on that for a while.
Yeah, I just save it for the planes only, so I figured I wasn't going to make it, so now I'm just like trying to enjoy it.
Okay, yeah. Just don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, I'm almost looking forward to see how bad it gets.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's not like bad. I've definitely seen worse.
Okay.
But, it was just so good.
Yeah. There's also the combination of like your favorite show's ending. So it's
that's also always like a
that's always going to be bad to some
I think
level.
yeah, like regardless of how a show ends, I kind of always wish there would be a couple of extra episodes, right?
Yeah. So hoping that friend dream potentially. A couple of deagles here on the second round. Liquid don't invest fully. They just even out about 2K after getting a couple of kills. The 2 deagles. And it's a strong crossfire setup for NRG, so it looks like they might get thrown into an absolute blender here. The woodcutter, Derek. There it is, to chop them down like trees. And Breeze helps him out from the periphery. Not too hard for him. Derek just wants to try to stay alive. He's going to switch to the USP. Gets a headshot and keeps the FAMAS. W. They keep 5 alive. Small golf clap from Biffy. He's got the approval. Great job.
Keeping the economy.
How's that cold brew tasting?
Oh, I haven't taken it.
Give it a shot. Let's get the live review.
I just had Jason review it, and he said it was all right.
I like it a lot. Sometimes you just don't want a hot coffee. It's hard to drink, but...
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, again, I'm not...
Your face is saying a lot right now.
Yeah, I'm not a cold brew fan. Like, I don't drink it a whole lot. Okay. It's all right. Had better.
Well, that's live from a European review right here. So, that means a lot. You guys are all about your coffee. It's a buy. Alicia's on the SIG. No ops in play just yet. Somewhat of a bonus for NRG, but they actually spent a lot last round, so they're totally prepared to go up against good guns. Liquid draw for position in the B apps. Stewie kind of calling the bluff on the spam, and I don't know if he heard them fall out. He actually got pretty close, so there's potentially did. But he's still got a... He's been denied vision on the end of hall, so he doesn't know if they're standing up on the balcony. And doesn't seem like they're going to lead off this just yet. Really expecting NRG to go aggressive since they have maybe a low buy.
Yeah, not looking like it. A very slow round here from Liquid.
Dude, it looks like a risk board right now. All the CT is so spread out. They're just like controlling their territory.
Looks like it's just a fallback here though from Liquid and just a simple A execute.
And we'll go back to basics. The Mirage Classic, the A exec. What are we going to get? 2 right side smokes, a couple of mid side smokes, a CT smoke, push out Palace. It's got 3 A ramps, so you know there's going to be a CT smoke here. 1 going Palace, but is it Elige? Who has the SIG? Where is he? Doesn't exactly matter, but there's a sandwich player.
Yeah, that can be real nuance here.
Oh, he's leading the charge. He's also going to get deleted first, but the trades are fantastic. 3 down on the A site for the offense. Flash in the jungle. Look at an early plant. Smokes are going to be up. This is going to be a hard retake, man, if they even want to try this.
Really good look here from Liquid in the initial take. A really clean take at that.
Oh, yeah. Sharp shooters, man.
Sharp shooters. That's exactly right. Elige, the only casualty in the round. It's going to be Breeze and Cirque. Don't necessarily see them going for this at all, so it'll be number 1 on the board for Liquid.
Yep. Like we said, we did say that they had a little bit of it's scrappy buy.
Yeah, well, yeah. They had the
No
MP9
Ox,
on
no
Daps.
Ox, yeah, MP9, some Famouses, you know.
Oh, yeah, they're only at...
You didn't really see no mollies to hold off that push.
No, they can definitely improve that. Tarek just want to make it seem like he's going to... Oh, he just wanted to come kill the AUG. That's nice find by him.
Good idea.
Yeah. That's it. We are right back into Liquid, stopping the momentum of an RG.
So Daps could buy a rifle here, and they could drop that one. Yeah, we're looking all right on the energy side, I guess.
Oh, didn't even think about that. Yeah, they've got a very healthy buy, it looks like. Some good money management.
Some pretty good utility there. So
Kits being bought. No one wasting a cent.
Yep, don't be a loser.
Buy a diffuser.
Yep.
Don't be a tit.
Buy a kit.
Life lessons. By Trace.
And Mr. Mohan.
I did that mistake once in overtime.
Bought a kit?
I didn't buy kits. I had 4 teammates buy kits, and then I didn't buy a kit. It was on Inferno. I think it was in overtime on Inferno, first round, I think.
Is that why you're on the couch? Was it that round?
It could have been, yeah. It could have been.
That might have actually been the one that kind of...
No, I remember this too, and I remember having this argument because I was like, dude, like we have 4 kits, like there should be someone nearby that I can just grab because you know it's $400. That like I bought an op, we have nades. You know, trying to reserve as much money as I possibly could, Launders.
I feel like you could find a kit. I mean, there's so many kits everywhere.
I felt like I could have found a kit.
Yeah.
And here's the funny part too: Forrest is alive too. But I'm the one sticking the defuse. I'm the upper.
Yeah.
Right? And there's like a miscommunication there of like, because I kept on, I think I called to Force 2, I don't have a kit, but
sometimes when there's so little time, it's hard to just check that little icon.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know who that was.
I lose that. But yeah, that was definitely noted. I think there is I think someone commented on it like recently, actually, a few weeks ago.
It's definitely provided.
There is a
for
clip
some more
around.
rounds. There was an infamous round on Train with Pasha. I think he had like 4K, didn't buy a kit, and they lost the game for it. It's going to happen sometimes.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed the Valencia one with FNS and Kusta. That was, thoroughly enjoyable to have witnessed.
Yeah, great moments aren't always pretty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Need to try to be reserved about that.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
They really wanted to get him out of that window right there, and Ethan does go down to about 15 HP.
Both those nades were good. Could have been. Ethan will trade out, actually, so... pretty selfless. Stewie gets destroyed in the window. They almost zoned him out, but Breeze is pretty smart about getting into CPL. So they've got top connector control. Bomb's making his way back to A-ramp. CTs have started to kind of cross over and rotate in. And Elige now is going to be maybe first contact position as everyone moves out. No one under Balk. Cirque behind the smoke in jungle with the AUG, and everybody's pressing forward. They're pushing up against these soft walls, just waiting to pounce. And Nitro's got a plant. His team can only cover him for so long. They'll finally do that. Spam comes through to the box. Ethan will be the first to peek. Gets traded 1-for-1. Twist tries to be proficient with the AK. Wow. He does do a good job. It's actually Tarek to get dinked as well. 2 CTs from jungle. They've got pretty good post plants here on the T's. There's a really high chance they could pull this off if they're careful enough. And Elige will come out for first contact, but they do a good job of finding him and trading him. Now they can forget about Palace. It's all on Twist at the A ramp, and a big flank out through mid, but they won't have time to stop this. Well, oh my god, he gets there just in the nick of time.
Oh my god.
Naf on the 1v1, and does he have enough time to even pull this off? We'll see. Naf has, no choice but to go for this. He gets off the bomb. Breeze thought he was a dead man when he saw that guy flying across connector.
That's such an impressive round for Liquid. Energy had everyone there. It was a 5-on-4, and Energy, not a single. They actually gambled there too, Energy. Had no one left from B. All 5 was in connector and CT spawn. still held it. That was super impressive. Great
Man,
execute.
A lot of you get really anxious when you're the guy at A ramp and you realize you have enough time that you could maybe make the rotate all the way around through mid. But you're like, if I take too much time to think about this, not a good play anymore.
Like if they don't hesitate, they stick to the fuse.
Yeah.
You know, like
if
all
one
of
thing
these
goes
things.
wrong, if you get stopped in one part of your transit there,
your
you're
team
basically
dies,
screwed.
Prius switches to you and just watching you run through mid like an idiot.
Prius pulls out of that cam, shakes his mouse hand
Shakes
left
his
and
mouse,
right.
Yeah.
So like, no.
Like,
Big
damn,
no.
dude. Should have put me
like
in the
that.
game.
Yeah, exactly like that.
That's the stuff that makes you feel bad. CT timeout.
That was an early one.
Yeah, I mean that's a tilt one. I think. No, I'm kidding.
A mental reset.
Throwing in the keys.
I mean,
right
listen,
now,
they read the call perfectly. You know what I mean? Like they had that round in the bag.
It's interesting with that whole round. They played 5v5. No one died. No one took damage, and then they just went back to that kind of classic A setup. It was just an execute. Just
No, wasn't it a 5-on-4 the whole time? They lost entry, right?
Did someone die before they executed? I thought they had grouped up. Maybe you're correct, but
you mean on the side of Liquid
last
or
round.
on the side of Energy?
No, Liquid.
I thought it was
5-on-4,
5v5.
5-on-4 to Energy, right?
5-on-4 to Energy?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Breezy got the first kill on Stuart.
Right.
Oh, okay, so he got killed up in the B apps, and then they went into the execute. All right, so that's just an actual comeback here for Liquid. So they don't invest everything, staying around 2 to 2.5K. What is the Liquid anti-eco? That is the
We're
question.
making the right read so far. Heading over to A.
Using the beginning portion of the round to just escort Elish to top mid. Here, he can kind of he can be so annoying. Even if he stays alive and doesn't kill anyone, no one wants to rotate off Cat through mid if you know top boxes is dangerous. So he can delay for a long time. There's only one in CT spawn. First fire comes through. Molotovs will come out. And it looks like it could be a pretty clean affair. And do they want to save these? At least Breeze, he's got a Nog.
I mean, you should definitely save. Maybe get one more weapon. If you can.
Oh, there we go. No, you back out.
It's a good kill.
And they got Cirque running up mid to grab the gun. So that's light Kev on Cirque as well, so pretty much as good of a scenario that Energy could have hoped for.
It's one of those days. I'm probably
Out there in the
same.
end.
Yeah. Need a bit more coffee.
One round at a time. The cold brew is light. It's like 60 milligrams of caffeine per cup, so it's not even.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought the cold brew usually is stronger.
It's like
Wait,
it's
so you
actually
drink it
less
for the taste? Is that why? Or?
No, I just drink like 4 cups.
Oh, all right.
Just drink the whole thing.
No wonder it tastes like.
I'm pretty sure they could just make ordinary coffee here as well.
Yeah,
they
you
have.
can.
It should be over
Cold
there.
brew is like so much. You can just put it away. So
All right.
yeah,
Just put it away.
I prefer it. Yeah, just stuff it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Nah,
kind
me.
of push
Never
it in
be
there.
seen again. Just boof that shit.
Wow. Words you didn't expect to
Skip
hear
the
today.
middleman. You know what I'm
Boof.
saying?
That one was
I'm not trying to have my liver filter out this caffeine. I want it all in the bloodstream instantly.
okay.
Hi, I'm Launders, and this is Jackass.
Interesting tactic.
Can't
And-
wait to see what you're gonna do with that shopping cart outside.
Watch me do a handstand. Yeah. Yeah, do we have any hills nearby?
Oh, we got plenty of stairs at least.
Okay, stairs, yeah. I have a story, but I'm not going to tell it now.
Okay. Well, this round is a very violent exchange thus far. It's Liquid that takes damage first and foremost. However, Ethan also getting tagged down there. It does appear as though they want to pinch on this ace site. Eventually, Nitro does fall. And if they were to hit now, they could maybe isolate this guy in jungle and then take the guy out underneath. They did molly him off. It's Ethan cleaning him up, though. Doing the exact opposite of everything I just said. So, take it away, Launders.
I think you're right on the right track. They definitely
Just
could
kind of
have.
like a mirrored image, basically.
You saw Ethan just like squinting into the A-halls with that tiny angle with his AUG. He was like, all right, well.
Tarek's got such a strong position here.
Oh, wow.
Even if it does go down to 2v2. As soon as that bomb's going to go down. Because I feel like it's very unlikely that we're going to see a rotation out of the A-bomb site with a bomb.
Oh, he's moving out. He kind of
Oh,
cleared
this
it. He
is-
didn't look just yet. He's going to
oh.
under balk. This could be a
This
mental
is-
reset. I don't know. Does
yeah.
Twist clear
Oh,
this?
boy.
And does Tarek stay patient? 40 seconds. Bomb is stopped. I can't believe that just happened.
I can't
'cause-
believe he actually dared to go out.
Yeah, and Twist, I mean, he's looking up at halls because he knows Tarek's flanking or someone's flanking, or just hoping it's random.
Oh, he has no idea.
Is he going to clear
has
this?
no idea.
Oh, and he's going to walk right by into the crosshairs of T-Rock. Oh, Tarek goes
Damn,
1 for
okay.
1, though, yeah. So, there's a CT player doesn't know where he is. Elish thinks he's going to have to fight right now. It's not truth. But
20 seconds on the clock, though, and that bomb's down. It's just Elige here to try to get it planted. And Cirque, well, he is towards CT. Tries to pull out the fake plant. And it works.
wow, that ends
A
early.
little ballsy, but pans out.
That's interesting.
I feel like if it committed to a plant, that plant would have been done by the time Cirque
Would've been,
actually
yeah.
commits to the actual peak. So I don't know. That feels like a bit of a mistake from Cirque's side.
Sort of a misread there. That's a crazy spray, though, huh? He goes like sprays down and then pulls like bottom left just to hit that headshot. That was, or bottom right, I should say. That was pretty nice. Liquid with a small lead that will become sizable after this round.
4-2.
That's a pretty jarring sound to get hit by a tin can, but ooh,
so is that.
Ethan from behind. And this CZ just being as annoying as possible, trying to create some resistance at mid, and it's the offense to fall back.
I mean, mission accomplished in that sense.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the
HP,
HP.
man. Lucky
They
to be alive.
brutalized him here in middle.
They're going to clear our close cap player. It doesn't even seem like it. They're so preoccupied with Ethan, but they still get the kill.
Look at the HP.
Twist could go ham. Oh my god,
This is
everyone's
insane.
within one shot, but it feels like the NRG. I mean, soon enough, they're going to forget about this damage and think, damn, we lost this round, but
But they don't really have anything to lose, right? Like there's no reason for them to
oh
save
my
here.
god,
Oh,
another
wow.
one. Like
No.
ships in the
Could
night.
things go more the way of
This
Liquid
is
right now?
crazy. They're just going to jump by. Okay, there's at least something.
Well, he's got the indication now. He saw that sort of forward movement right there is pretty obvious as to where they're going. So they will get the bomb planted again. Very low HP on the side of Liquid. They're going to have to really batten down the hatches and kind of dig in.
Was that actually a pretty decisive mid-round to go B because they saw so many players on cat, they still committed to it, and it was the right side.
Yeah, because they ended up killing so many people there in mid, right?
Yeah, cat guy went down.
And Cirque
But
gave
it's
him
still a
run.
gamble for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Cirque gave him a run for the money with the CZ, though.
That was so much damage.
Dinking him up.
I know. It's
It was a
actually
little bit bad
unlucky.
timing. You saw the little, who was it up in mid? It was a Cirque still, right?
Yeah, Cirque with a
He
CZ.
does the white peak when the Deagle guy from Energy is reloading window.
Yeah.
That's why Cirque gets this one-on-one duel he really doesn't want. So it's like these like really small like minor mishaps right now of like, well, Cirque, unless that call comes, right?
That is the name of the game. Everyone from Liquid goes down with the ship.
Yeah.
5-2.
That's a victory for Energy.
Right, yeah, it's a strong eco. Ultimately, at least they got all 5 kills, so...
Picked up 2 weapons as well.
Yeah, let's recover the AK and the SIG for Breeze. We'll see
Does
how
he use
good
that
he
a
is.
lot?
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
how good he is with it. And behind that Energy by a couple of ops, it's a big, it's adjustment. I think that's popularized by SK first and foremost. Like, if you remember MLG Major, as soon as Colzera bought that op on the B side, the double op setup just stayed for the entire game. It's such a strong setup. You can delay rotations. A good rush is actually a great counter for a couple of these ops, and now Nitro will be the first to lead the charge, and there's a crossfire here that gets absolutely decimated, completely picked apart within a moment's notice. That's it.
Yeah. That was a bulldozing there by Liquid. Bomb planted, 3 alive, and I don't see a world where Energy goes for this.
They even threw the preemptive Molotov. They had 2 people in the site. They had 1 op there, but no one had enough time to set up. Do you think Liquid had a feeling they would buy a second op, or...?
I'm not too sure if that's what they were going with. Maybe it's other tendencies that they played, or maybe it's because it's been focus on mid in previous rounds. That like, it's the same kind of thing. Like if your cap player, for example, is someone who strays off far into mid because he wants to help out with maintaining mid control, that kind of thing. If you're quick enough with your B takes, he's going to be so out of position, and anyone who's left on the B bombs are just left to fend for themselves.
I mean, usually there is an idea behind like a B rush. So like maybe
Yeah.
there is something we just don't know, right? They're like you're saying, Launders. Did they know that there's going to be a second op? Like, have they played against them enough to know that okay, this is what they like to do when they're behind? So let's just B rush. Or did they just assume maybe they're low on money, can't really afford mollies to like hold off a B rush? Or was it just a B rush? So many questions.
So many questions, so
Where
few
are the
answers.
answers, Robin?
Where are the answers? I
Where are
thought we
the-
were
yeah.
supposed to be the
And
guys that...
Luckily here at
I
the
come to
summit,
you for answers, Robin.
Listen, man, it's all kinds of bullshit. you know
luckily,
what I'm saying?
luckily here at the summit, we can get the players on the couch.
Yeah,
to
that's what I
give
mean. We
us-
should remember that round just to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Stewie has 0 kills, and they have 6 rounds. There's 6 and 2.
Does Nitro's on the board yet? Yeah, he's gotten on the board yet. There you go.
You want to know why? Because it's raining outside today, so we didn't really get a lot of time on that basketball
He was
court.
playing
yeah.
basketball
He
before
was
every
shooting
game.
shots.
He was shooting the basketball, though, with a little bit of drizzle, but the basketball was soaking wet because
Yeah.
it just rained. So
Ooh. And then he
I
brought that onto his glossy mouse.
Yeah, it's not going too well.
Oh, he's
Probably
slipping
pretty
and
gross.
sliding. Yeah.
slippery indeed is the Liquid.
Oh, another buy
Naturally.
trap from Energy.
Nothing, just building on a pun.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, man.
just didn't catch it. My bad.
I make noises too, like imitation noises. So if you got any like,
Sure. What
Oh,
can
have
you
you
do?
heard? Have you heard Mohan's?
Everybody, calm down.
No,
Jesus
it's not. Have
Christ.
you heard
gotta
Mohan's
get
got?
Reddit impression?
Well, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, who is this?
I love that. Just average Reddit user.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, actually, the
you say,
statistics.
like for example, like Zywoo got that crazy 3K at the end of the game
4K?
with the 4K with the op,
Yeah.
and then somebody in the Reddit thread, you can scroll down to the very bottom, and
Yeah.
then someone go,
Well, actually, Liquid played that super badly. Oh my god! If you look at the players here, they really need to improve. Zywoo got so lucky.
Speaking
That
of
sounds
liquid,
about right.
yeah, it's not.
It's gonna be
that's
a
exactly what Reddit
A
sounds
little
like.
nasally
sometimes.
too.
it's gonna be an A hit, fellas, and it's coming in numbers. All 5. One in the halls. That's gonna be Elite. He's gonna have that mask. Stu missing the shot there. Of course, the smoke kind of masking a little bit of that. They're not gonna be able to fight this guy underneath the balcony. A little bit dirty, but the trades have rang in.
Oh.
Damn.
Poke
9
the
seconds,
bear.
so the bomb has to go down right this second.
They're gonna rush this. He's got to take the peek, right? Oh, there's a chance, but the op goes on cycle. Second shot missed.
Miracle.
1v2 potential. Oh, but Breeze too clean. Good attempt.
Liquid did like a surprisingly good job, even though it looks really wonky, depending on the view we're watching, right? Like, they're doing such a good job of getting trades. It's not like you see two kills in a row on the side of Energy before Liquid ever spawned it at any given point.
Yeah.
They used every single one of their nades with the execute. They they threw everything out there. They traded in the site. And if you think a team is going to play retake on a site, you're not going to waste too many grenades because you know it's going to be a long round. If you know you're going to have to isolate players under Balk or Sandwich, or they're going to play 2 within the site, then you want to kill them. You actually want to throw Molotovs and get those kills as soon as possible. And they did that, but still, like, Energy come through with the Queen trades as well.
I was going to say, I feel like we're going to see Liquid maybe switch up here a little bit on the default. It's been a lot of slow play, a lot of slow default, just a B-rush initially, but it's been 9 rounds now.
Woo!
Yeah, a little bit more aggressive play. I like the swap from Liquid.
Chance there.
That was scarily close.
That's a huge trade. That's the CT player. That just scares the CT so much, so they don't have to rotate all the way around. Now they pick up middle, watch CT, and the Ts can judge where they're going to be light.
See, it's Ethan that they got towards ticket. Maybe they swap him around with Cirque.
Oh, that's huge. As soon as they get the CT player, they juggle, they take mid, Sui's in here. There's a huge chance for a flank, and Elige ends up going down. There's 2 players that are in the site. Naf kills the first one. Do they know? They're still Cirque. Yeah, he ends up going down. Tarek rotating out, just trying to mind his own business.
Yeah,
and he can't even do that.
That kill in the connector, though, I don't know if they had eyes on the bomb, but that creates a bigger problem for Liquid. They're going to have to get back over there and try to grab this bomb up. Breeze jumping in the window in the meantime, heading towards jungle.
Oh, they heard him.
And that proves to be fatal. Breeze falls, Energy grabbed the round. An important one, too, if you think about the money.
Interesting. I wonder if Breeze, could get into the CT, but he clearly wanted to try to get a kill. Didn't know they'd be so close to act, but Liquid have been moving quickly. They've been really just not wasting time holding.
It's been high pace.
Yeah.
They're the ones actually to take a timeout.
No, that's what I mean from Liquid. It's been high pace when they actually did do the executes, but like it started the rounds, they've been playing very defensively. Haven't really taken a lot of map control at all. The first 45 to a minute, the only real aggressive play we saw was that B rush. Hence that's why I mentioned with that swap to the aggressive play there. Because Energy now are keeping to the point of like, well, they're just playing defensive. Just keep your nades, don't waste anything. That just one round from Liquid is going to make Energy now waste a lot of utility early.
So you think, do NRG fuck around at mid at all? Top mid control.
I mean,
CT?
here's the beauty of things, right? And especially now with the timeout, because of the swap from Liquid, you have options here from Energy side, right? Do you want to try and contest mid this time? Do you think Liquid's going to go aggressive, or do you think maybe is the call here for Liquid? Hey, one more default, slow round again, and again, just have Energy waste a lot of utility because they don't have a lot to begin with, and I think that's the call that we see.
Well, you see the CT smoke top middle, right?
Yeah, they really Astralis.
Yeah, they've kind of gotten them wearisome of even going in middle. And
Look at all the utility that they're throwing right now, Energy, and look at how much they have left. Only 10 seconds left.
If they're going to throw the top mid smoke, I feel like they should have something to back it up when they have so little utility, right?
That's a great
you don't
call,
have
Robin.
a lot to fall back on.
Well, control that space. Get bodies in there.
Yeah,
Like,
and
get in there.
Even if there's nobody there from the side of Liquid, then again, that's quick rotation paths to both sides for you.
Right.
Depending on how Liquid are going to read this, if they knew what we knew, they could play this round out slowly and they'd have a huge advantage.
Yeah, why don't they have X-ray on?
Yeah, exactly.
They got to rebind that, dude. These dumbass teams.
Then you should also see here from Liquid, if you then base it off of, they should see like maybe an A split.
The only reason that the setup might be okay for Energy
Going
is just
towards
because
B
they have
instead.
two ops, because one of the ops is looking deep into B apps,
Yeah,
and
early
the
on
bomb
phone.
is coming his way. So that might be a saving grace for them. But the 3 CTs are far rotates from B, so we'll see.
These connector guys could pull a fight here on A and keep at least some bodies there.
Yeah.
While they try to get this bomb out, Tarek's not going to
Oh, man, you hate to see that.
Not have a good time with that one.
Now, oh my god, he has no support, so he's worried about 2 choke points, but he's still looking good. That's a big kill. He also falls back to a new position. He'll look for another shot, misses the shoulder slightly. There's a T on either side of him. One jumps over. He catches that one out of the sky, but Nitro will eventually trade, leaving just him alone, actually. And Energy get trades on the other side of the map. That was, I mean, Tarek put himself in a tough spot and still.
Yeah, I know,
made do.
Accidentally put himself in a really tough spot, but he salvaged that really, really well.
That's the thing we talked about, just breaking down that round right early on there. This is a game of chess, right? And that's why I said like I would have preferred Liquid that make that A split call instead, because Energy had no utility to break that, like to hold off that push that Liquid would have, because they had all the utility. Instead of going B with a lot of that nades that you have for Energy side, if you have that stationary op, you have an easier time to hold.
No, definitely.
But so far, I mean, again, I actually really, really love his plays from Liquid. Really flexible, really fluid. Great hold from Energy.
Oh, this is
so far up. I don't think they'll expect that.
Tarek's expecting some respect, and they're coming in
not
quick.
alone.
Twist comes through the CZ kill. He gets one. The AUG will try to make up for it, and Stewie, excuse me, will trade him out with the Eagle. They've got market control almost. A bunch of these CTs are panicking, and they're actually going to get one of their noggins popped off by Elige with this P250. Bomb hasn't been planted just yet. Op can be recovered. That'll make things different. But Elige, man, just with the CZ or with the P250, gets away with just 1 HP.
Yeah, that's a scary one right there. That gets really nitty and gritty. It's Cirque by himself, the AWP. He's going to have to try to take one out. Bomb being planted now, so he's going to go on that notion. That grenade not placed the best. Doesn't find Elige, who, again, is sitting on 1 HP.
Is he going to walk into it? Oh.
Yep, right into the crosshair of Naf he goes. And
It's a game of timing sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of the times it's not being on the way of Energy. I mean, go back to that pistol round that we saw with the aggression in mid. So many Liquid players on low HP, and just Energy's so close to really getting something big.
Big thing was deep B smoke plus the Molotov. Tarek's like, okay, they're going to be setting up maybe after this they come through, but somebody flies around the corner like as he's getting ready to shoot, and he has to hit a freaky shot, and if he doesn't hit it, then...
There's also right there on their retake, right? When you think about NRG, they were all kind of looking towards window.
Yeah, they had 3 players looking at window from market.
I'm not really understanding that, because they have to know that guy's pushed all the way to close wall, or even has the possibility of being there. So I'd figure, like maybe somebody would watch that way.
Yeah, miscommunication. There you go.
What was that original word? That sounded kind of cool.
I couldn't even.
Well, that's like
it.
a way to
Couldn't make
personify
up
it.
again.
Yeah. That's what it would be. They might have called something badly. Sometimes, yeah, I don't know.
I think another issue to add to kind of the misery of Energy right now is the fact that because they seem so adamant about going double ops all the time, that it'll never have an established economy. Ever, ever, ever.
Yep. That was now choking a
massive
stuffed chicken. It's not
okay.
Real chicken or his chicken.
That's not what we were going for, but
we're setting them up here,
yeah,
but
it's not keeping this a little bit tame. Fast round again here.
Oh, yeah.
Very fast round, and Liquid are on top of it thus far with 4 players.
Yep, they got all the fixins. They got the gravy, mashed
Yeah,
potatoes.
There we go. A little bit of ranch, a dab of ranch.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to hit it on that A site from the looks of it.
Black peppercorn chicken.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sounded delicious.
Biscuits and gravy, hot sauce, sweet tea, AWP from Nitro.
That sounded amazing.
Yeah,
I actually love that.
Sorry, I'm
that was
sorry.
great.
I'm
And somehow I'm hungry. All right. Man, that was the moneymaker. That last round, that was like the free eco. That was Energy to take a bigger lead. Now they're just like, look at that, $0. AUG in hand, no nades to work with. 1v3 can't completely write him out, but they seem to know where he is. Maybe?
Perhaps.
one can expect. I mean, they're not going to let go of CT spawn at any given point anyway.
Oh. Chance is lost. And what a quick half that has been. It feels like it's been 15 minutes. We're at 9-4. And Liquid get themselves another eco.
Oh. Looking to close out the first half strong here on the side of Liquid. Looking at a potential, well, should be getting to double figures, but maybe looking at an 11-4 first half win.
And you guys are forgetting the big storyline here.
What's the big storyline?
North America versus North America.
North America wins.
There will be a North American team in the finals.
That's
This all
right.
worked
There you
out
go.
Quite well.
Can't forget. That's priority.
Liquid can come second. It can happen.
I remember where there was a time when like that was all we cared about. Like at least we got
make it
North
to the
American.
final.
Yeah, if we had a North American semifinal, we were all already cheering.
So
yeah, or
so
even
crazy.
a quarterfinal.
A quarterfinal, yeah.
Oh, shit,
Quarterfinal
they
is probably more tame than
They survived
Londres.
to the arena days. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Let's
Those were
throw
the
a
dark
celebration.
days. I spent $1,000 to go to the event. I get to watch them play. No way! Like I thought I wasn't going to be able to.
Well, Stewie now in form, finding 2, but there's not much of a defense here from the side of NRG. They don't really have anything to
okay,
use.
Leash.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Leash back on his Unreal Tournament days.
We Apex Legends now.
Yep. The crouch slide.
Here
all
to
that.
revive the game.
What, Apex?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty dead now.
Unfortunate.
Are you really surprised?
Happens.
It was a good game though, right? Did you try it?
Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
it.
was good.
I don't know, man.
Talking about
BRs.
like it is
It's like,
dead, but yeah.
It's
I don't know. I'm not a BR kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not huge on the BRs. I mean,
Yeah.
when I'm real bored, I'll give Danger Zone just a go, just because, like, you know.
Dude,
time
Danger
killer.
Zone's getting wonky. They got like exo pads and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're
yeah.
getting crazy with it. I like it. At least
It's
with
different.
with our basic movement, it was kind of weird. So get experimental. Why not? So last round of the half, super good buy for both teams. Economy no longer a focus concern, but energy are a little bit low on grenades just to start. Even though they don't go for that heavier mid control we saw earlier, and Liquid moved right into. I think they got Leash top mid again. Oh, this could be a big push. But look at Twist. Is he prepared? Oh, okay. He
Doesn't
wasn't
need to
in a
be.
sense. Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
he's prepared like he showed up today. I mean, he was in the somewhat right location. That's just so nasty, man.
dude.
Sometimes you see a player, you really want to take your time, make sure you hit the shot, especially if they're not looking at you.
Yeah.
Twist is like
It's a shame too because for energy there, it's a good call because they haven't done a lot of aggressive plays so far this half.
Yeah.
So like trying something new and going aggressive on B there. Nice shot from Twist. Doesn't really work out this time around. I would love to see a gamble here from energy. It hasn't really worked out on them so far on C side.
oh.
Lose
As
none
you're
of
jumping
them.
up
That's
on
not
the
what,
pot.
That's not the gamble I was talking about. You have to
What
work
were you
together,
thinking?
like stack a site or like flash somewhere, get some information, but don't just go one by one there.
Oh, we could-
Nice.
yeah, they even up just like that. So they're stopping the A execute and it's cracked somewhat. There's no smokes here for the right side of the site. Instead, they drop one on top of the balcony. They come out kind of dry. Ethan in a very spammable location, and Stewie will punish him for that. Naf will come out off the corner of his lurk smoke, actually, out the halls, leaving just Cirque alone in the 1v3. Sir, can you light it up? He does do the first kill, and there's still two more. He knows where the bomb was planted. He just has one untagged person that has to spawn. I didn't even realize Twist had an angle there.
Twist just totally ruined that whole idea. And then nasty ass Naf really getting it done too. It's a good round from Liquid and a good look on their first half of this.
If you look at it though, it's 11-4 half to Liquid, but look at kills. I actually think Energy has more kills than Liquid does.
Holy smokes. We need a tally on that.
I guess at least it's 16. When 27 combined with Twist, we've got 14 in total on Stewie and Nitro.
There was a lot of
So
rounds.
41%. They've got 50 kills on the side of Liquid.
I can at least remember a couple of rounds where like Energy just saved completely.
Yep.
2 kills, 3 kills, that's it. Then they had to go out. The executes were so good. Like
Yeah.
they got
I was-
all 3 kills
Yeah.
instantly. No chance for retake.
And again, not to take anything away from Liquid's T side, because as you said, it was really, really good. Supremely well executed and all that. Energy did not have any like luck favoring them at any given point during
They
this.
did all the timing fights went out of their favor.
Yeah.
And that's the lay of the land.
All right then.
I can't tell if he's mad or constipated. Do you know what I mean?
What, DJ?
No,
I think that's
Well, you tried something there, Prius, and ultimately you were punished. So, a pistol round we will
all
go.
those Uncrustables.
Jesus Christ, fellas.
Make sure to get your
Leave
fiber,
Prius
boys.
alone.
All right, spams in. Nitro. He's going to be able to shoot one in the side of the head. He'll have a couple of more pure duels. And, oh, my God, he will absolutely go lights out in those 2 kills. And that will come in. And it's headshots all around. Wow.
Everybody's dying as long as they're not on Team Liquid.
Right.
Breeze left alone. He's gotten the 2 frags at least so far for Energy.
You know he's always good for a round like this. Yeah. At least one per tournament.
He is pretty
If not per
underrated,
game.
honestly.
Like, talk about underrated. Stewie was started off 0-6 or something. So
Let's get him back into it.
yeah, he's already positive. Yeah, that's a good glow up.
Second shot here from Nitro is so big.
Triple is a spot I don't like when teams play on rifle rounds. I get why you use it because sometimes you have to come in through the CT smoke to help your team, but it's so spammable.
I feel like just
nadeable, like anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't
it's
even
the
get
attention.
punished.
The center of attention for so many reasons.
Yeah,
But
I feel like I
at
don't
least
even
on
get
the
punished
pistol.
from the guy coming off connector or something. It's always the guy in apps.
Yeah.
So like messes with me.
So, but on the pistol, you know, a little bit less, little less attention, a little harder to spam. You got a
No, I think
smaller
a
gun
pistol
model.
is actually really good
Yeah.
because you don't have any nades to like really remove him. You have to rush him. So
You're like the one team that
Yeah.
buys 3 nades on
yeah.
pistol.
And you get a
just to nade it.
crossfire from CT. You get a crossfire from connector, jungle.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a really good position at that point.
Yeah.
See, no nades on the side of energy, so they can't really set up for a pop flash anywhere. Hope to catch someone off guard. Feels like a bit of a gimme.
You know, if Liquid get to the final, they got O2'd by Vitality, so this would be huge revenge. Actually,
Yeah.
Well, Twist has been
Swiss
saying
is waiting for that.
He's
Actually,
been saying this the whole time. He wants to play Vitality in the final.
So yeah, that could be interesting.
There you go. Off him up.
A little bit of cone fire. MP9 goes a little dry on a few bullets, but he'll make do, and he gets a ton of money for it. Ends up dying, but it's still majority alive for Liquid. And that's another thing. On a lot of the rounds that Liquid win, they have kept 3 or more alive.
Yeah.
It's not been that close.
That does help immensely, doesn't it? 13-4. Liquid in command.
This is an Energy's map pick. Just so we point that out for those who just watched.
Yeah, but at
or
least
just
we do
tuned in.
have Overpass next map.
Yeah,
you
no,
know. So I'm like,
again.
I'm still hopeful.
Yeah, based on what we've seen, apparently Overpass and Dust 2 are both sleeper picks for Energy,
Yeah.
even if they don't like it or say they don't like it or feel uncomfortable.
Well, Daps was saying, I think he said Train was one of their favorite maps.
Yeah, they
which
realized
was
but that's
banned
like
by
the
Liquid,
perma
right?
ban
So-
for
yeah,
Liquid.
exactly. So like, I mean, maybe just a bad matchup here in general.
Underpass push, when it goes right, it means the world. You get through Haps, you see the flank, and then your teammate can rotate out. You're deep apps already. So Stewie just got that kill on Tarek. Daps replaces right away, but Stewie's already made his way into kitchen. Interesting thing is, like, it seems like they're trying to bait more attention to B because he's just going to hold this while his teammate farther back, maybe Nitro, will be on the B apps. Yeah, Nitro's usually solo, so we'll see if that'll happen. And with 2 T's crouched up on Cat, it feels like they are intent on hitting that site directly. One thing they have going for them here is that Stewie's low, but Stewie's here to seek out information. Oh my god, no way. If that actually... Oh! And Daps, does he turn around? Stewie's... Did he spot him?
Nope.
What's going to happen? Imagine Stewie gets a kill here. Oh, he does. And then Nitro is able to come in afterwards.
This is just not going Energy.
When it rains, it pours.
Damn, dude. This whole map so far, I feel like has just been a bunch of these moments for Energy.
Unreal.
And if you're Energy, you don't even realize how many timing moments
Yeah.
have gone the other way. I mean, Daps was very aware of the fact that he had to walk, but his teammate could still die. So crazy that happened.
Timing is everything in CS.
In life too?
No, because planning is everything. Plans
Ooh.
are nothing.
When preparation meets opportunity.
Planning
when
is
preparation
everything.
meets luck, that's opportunity. I don't know.
Plans mean nothing.
Okay.
I think Eisenhower said that. Could be wrong.
I believe it.
Talking about being wrong, it's a rough spot for Energy. Just pistols here. Obviously going to buy it what they can next round. Bible thumps in order for the Energy side.
It's just going to be a mowdown, isn't it? They got to...
I get that feeling too, man.
They're ready for this.
Naf's going all the
Naf,
way up. Some
he's going
nasty stuff right here.
New spot. Okay, 25 bullets. How many kills does he get? 1 in the clear. Oh, there's the 1. Flash comes in. Might have been bad for his team. And Nitro will fall back to the window. Fallout location. Oh,
there
that's
it
an
is.
easy cleanup. And all brought to you by good positioning. An absolute custodian.
4K there for Nitro.
4K. Really feeling like it's going to be the last round of the game. By the way, things have been going, but it is one of the only rifle rounds that we've seen from Energy in this half. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And that couldn't have been easier. The protocols on B are simple, although holding B is very hard. Dropping a smoke there, dropping a Molotov where people jump out of the window, falling back to empty pillar or Nitro K's fence, and just allowing your teammates, or creating space for your CT teammates to get out, not have to worry about people peeking their window. So the only thing about this Astralis smoke is that it, and maybe I've heard teams credit Astralis, but like everyone's been throwing the smoke, but the only thing about that is it pops so late that sometimes if you have a good spawn, you can get out in front of it. Wow, that's a big kill. Oh man,
good shot by Ethan there too. Really good fight out of Energy in this round. Nitro finds one, and that does leave Breeze and Daps to their lonesome. They have the bomb planted, so ultimately the ball is in their court. Now Nitro needs to make something happen here. They're both going to be positioned over here towards this A ramp. One underneath. Smoking off the ramp. He's not going to know that this guy's underneath balcony, though, and that's going to create a big problem for young Nick. Flash over. Trying to bait out some attention, trying to draw one of them out. Can't seem to do it. They wisely swing on him both at the same time. And Energy picking up one there, but that's not exactly a good feeling even after winning that round.
Because it was close?
Well, even to think about the scoreline, you're playing with your back against the wall the rest of this game no matter what. So that's...
You hear that boom every time the round starts?
And to Launder's point, too, they only had 2 alive, so they're in deficit. You have one player from Energy on, like Gil Lily, instead of an AK.
Yeah.
You know, not a great buy.
Wait, does Ethan have a weapon or what?
Yeah,
all right, there we go. Yeah,
just forgot about it.
Listen, hey, you need your tools, man.
Galil is forgettable, but there's no argument that's better than a Glock. So.
It's a little bit extreme, but all right.
Some damage dealt to Breeze early on. At least on the bright side for Energy, that was like a Liquid level A take. They got out. They got the 3 kills right away. It's good trades, and it looked like Liquid's crossfire was quite good too. So they clap back. Nice view of the carpet store and the underpass. And Stewie's on the op. So Stewie hit some pretty monstrous op shots yesterday. Does he follow this? Oh, nope.
Oh, that looks a little bit weird.
That was yeah. He like uncrouched to shoot,
and then he didn't really get the shot off, and then it was all kinds of wonky there.
Couldn't have gone worse, to be honest. And this will open things up. It makes twist location really hard to deal with. A great flash to help them cover, and oh, that's a clean shot from Daps.
Big bad Daps knocking him down. Nitro by his own self. There's not a whole lot he's going to get going. 1v4, bomb planted. He's just going to try to take some of these weapons away, which would help things, all things considered.
It's going to be one of the games where you're like, well, if only we started T-side. Oh, my God. He definitely just passed his screen completely.
This just keeps happening.
How come Tarek didn't even think he might be in window? He's like so sure. His cheats are broken.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay, never mind. They're working.
Surprise.
Clearly listening into the broadcast.
Oh, yeah, it's the stream. That's what it is.
That is a demoralizing sound.
Yeah, right? It's daunting, bro. Feels like it's the end of your life.
It's like the gong at the end of the game.
Bong.
Final round.
Fight.
Are we going to do the Mortal Kombat music or no?
Fatality.
That was nice.
We got the outfit for outfits.
Really,
Jesus,
yeah.
what the hell is happening?
Did you see that earlier? Jason had on Raiden. That was pretty ridiculous.
A USP round in professional play is won once every 100 times or something. So let's see if we open a knife.
Is that a fact or?
It was some. I saw this from some HLTV stat, but it was either like one every 100 rounds or one every 1,000 rounds, something like that.
Oh,
it's probably 1,000 because 100 happens quite often. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say 100's pretty often, considering a Counter-Strike game is 30 rounds, right?
Apparently, we've been wrong about a lot of the stuff on the couch in these last few days. So, Striker, if you want to clarify.
What have you messed up now?
I don't know. Yes.
Yeah, no, he can probably just like Q&A and FAQ after this tournament.
He'll just do a demo review of us. It'll be the most demoralizing thing ever. Not even talk about the game. Just like, how stupid are our commentators? B-Stack is correct. Now they're going to be clearing everything, though, so, yeah. A couple of good kills. Oh. Yikers. Well, you have been awarded one yike.
Stewie was in the A-holes this entire round.
See you at the bomb site a little bit later.
Something like that. Don't play with the emotions of Twitch chat, man. They're the real deal.
We got to generate some spams.
Right? It's Happy's the originator of that?
Spam, was it Happy?
I think it was.
What would you, you're the master of this, Trace. What would you spam to help NRG right now?
NRG?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I wouldn't say I'm like the master of this. Let me think about this.
I've heard many calls from the
Spam
desk.
this NRG.
Spam the spaghetti?
Well, I mean, we do have a literal Twitch employee here that could probably think of some emotes.
Well, you're not coming up with anything helpful.
Dude, I feel
Let's
like
hear
because
it.
I'm a
It's like,
Twitch employee, I watch all the channels and all of Twitch. I know all the memes.
Think about the emotes that come with just a regular Twitch account.
Yeah, not the sub emotes.
Spam the spaghetti to help Energetti.
It was a reach. Like, it's all right, I guess. That's all we got for now.
But here's the thing: why don't we just put it to the experts in Twitch chat?
I bet they're already doing
Yeah,
it.
that's
Let's
what I
just
mean.
take a look.
Yeah.
Let's see if they have a chat for us.
I'd love to know what they got going on.
I know Jalali is the Alu one.
My name is Stu. I'm a baiter. I'll see you at the site.
A little bit later.
A little later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was Happy you had the first one.
It was Hiko.
Yeah. Was it Hiko?
Yeah.
Oh.
He championed
Okay. Well,
that.
they're spamming spaghettis now, Launder.
There's also the Hello Hospital Liquid here. Yes, we're choking again. Please send ambulance. Like, Jesus.
They're not quite there yet.
No. Anyway, that is a challenge onward to you, Twitch chat. Meanwhile,
What rhymes with NRG?
orange.
Orange.
Close or no? All right. Sorry.
We cool? Or
Spam this tree to help energy.
that's smart.
There we
That makes
go.
sense.
Who knew it was that easy?
Shout out to J-Tan. Okay, well, J-Tan did. He's obviously Danish.
Okay.
J-Tan. Shout outs. My dude.
Also, shout out Denmark, just because we're on the subject. You know?
Yeah, baby.
Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to the
Congrats on
Danes.
2018, y'all.
Yeah, 2018. 2019 treated you pretty well,
Yeah,
too,
not
to be
doing too bad.
honest. NRG trying to treat this B bomb site, and there's not going to be anyone from Liquid to stop it. They're not even going to try. Holding on to those armor and pistol purchases. Be 8 for NRG.
Oh, a B? Spam this B.
No. I mean, you could go really lazy just say.
Yeah, they're just the
spam
one-syllable
Spam
words,
this
yeah.
3.
There you
No,
go.
they're
Literally
all
just like
they're
a-
spamming trees. All right, this is
The
great.
trees
Yeah,
the one
like,
they're
yeah.
This guy has literally started something new here. This
you
is
gave
great.
them
Shout
something.
out.
Good
Yeah,
job, man.
We are in California after all.
fantastic. Yeah, we are all in the lover of trees here.
There's the palm tree. That's what they're spamming, right?
Ah.
Is it a palm tree or is it just like a?
It's like a Christmas tree, yeah.
Oh.
Hold up. What kind of Christmas do you guys have? Wait, you guys, that's called the Christmas tree officially?
Yeah, look. Look at them. They're
Oh, in the chat.
yeah, fucking
okay.
nuts in there.
What,
dude.
did you
I was like, I
did
think
you
call a
think
palm
we-
tree a Christmas tree. I was like, have I been getting that wrong my entire life? I'm like,
Oh
what?
my god! Yeah, no, especially in Scandinavia because we get so many palm trees.
Yeah, so many
Yeah.
palm trees out there. Yeah, just can't stop growing them. We have these trees in Malaysia. They're called, they're trees that durian fall off of, and they actually kill a certain amount of kids every year because they're so high up, and the
Jesus.
fruit is actually spiked ball, and when it's ripe, it just falls.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
Dude, it's like a Mario Kart item. They're like it falls in the dirt.
Wait,
Actually
what are they called?
dangerous. Durian. The
Oh,
fruit.
the durian.
Yeah,
well,
the fruit.
They're smaller ones too here, I think.
Ooh,
I forget which nut it's from though. Have you had durian before?
D's nut. Sorry.
I knew I was gonna do it, and I was like,
So I met the.
I thought we were gonna go Duran nut.
Oh, okay.
Lol.
We might. This might be it. I have a durian.
You have like
story.
a real sneaking suspicion on this round?
It might be.
Runners?
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, let's check those spidey senses, see if they're tingling like you say they are.
Let's see if the trees are helping out. Energy are on a high right now.
Yeah. Liquid are holding the aggressive position though here in mid. Curious as to how committed they're gonna be to this.
So, grenades get released. That means Stewie's like feeling like he wants to make a move. Alish,
Oh.
he spots something. They see this flash atop mid, but they don't see anybody. So what does that tell Alish? He's now seeing a nade come really close, cascading over the top of the smoke. And top boxes has been taken. This seems pretty successful so far from NRG. They're getting away clean with all this map control. But now they've got to move into the actual exec. Alish has fallen back into CPL. Wall smokes might push him out. So does he go search for mid? But there's actually 2 CTs who have rotated in as well, and he gets the first kill. So this could be end of the line here, as Stewie is still alive with an AWP. Alish is chiming in still from the catwalk, and Nitro, who has been so consistent on the B site, will look to finish the job. CZ ends up coming in huge, few bit of damage, and almost a knife, but not quite. It's actually a 1v2 now for Cirque. He has to find his first opponent. He doesn't know if they've infiltrated the site already. Time bleeds red, and Naf just goes ahead for the peak. That's a clean round, and honestly a pretty clean game overall for Liquid.
Yeah.
Small streak at the end for NRG, 4 in a row, but that comes to a halt.
Got a little sweaty there for Liquid in the second half, but ultimately, if you look at what was the first half, that was just a pretty monster showing. You know?
Yeah.
Nope. You like puns or anything?
Come on.
Shout outs.
All right, there we go. Yeah, thanks for keeping us energized all day long. The So the priest that gave me my name, he named me. I met him. I went back to Malaysia when I was like 12 years old, and he had a durian addiction.